It's not that deep. Big ups everybody. Here we go. Here we go.
Look at Mark.
Damn, you business in the trash. It's not that deep. And you spending all your cash. It's not that deep. Damn. Get a job, touch grass, maybe touch your wife's ass. Lay off the red meat. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. No. It's not that deep. Damn. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. That's why you got fucking gout, bitch. It's not that deep. Damn, it's me, ALT, Steve, motherfucking Sam. We're going on a jet and we going to Japan, bitch. It's not that deep. Yeah, it's not that deep. Your business in the trash. It's not that deep. And you're spending all your cash. It's not that deep. Your channel's getting fucked. It's not that deep. Tonight you getting caught. It's not that deep. Damn. Get a job, touch grass, touch your wife's ass, lay off the red meat. It's not that deep. Damn. It's not that deep.
How do you expect not to get haters if you're dog shit even on your best behavior? Fuck you, DSB, you piece of shit. King of the Ring 23. Let's go.
11.95? You can't afford 11.95? What's your problem?
Kool-Aid girl, my only love. Kool-Aid girl, my only love. Juice on your lip and it's dripping on your hips. Put my girl in jail for so long. She did nothing wrong. I want you free and I'm begging to.
I was like stressed out in my sleep for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because of the post-nasal drip and the cough. You know, it's in the back of my head. Oh, it's dripping in your throat. It's dripping in your throat. You're gonna cough. You're gonna cough. So it ends up being like, oh, you gotta clear your throat so you don't cough. You gotta clear your throat so you don't cough. I started feeling drippage in my throat. Drippage in my throat. I got my drip. I've got pressure here and here. Drippage in my throat. Drippage in my throat. I got my drip. Clear your throat so you don't cough. You gotta clear your throat so you don't cough. I got my drip here and here. I got my drip. I got my drip. I told you guys how stressed out I was recently this week. And that's what it is. It's a combination of a ton of stress, being around people who are sick, being overworked, right? I started feeling drippage in my throat. Drippage in my throat. I got my drip. I've got pressure here, here, and here. Drippage in my throat. Drippage in my throat. I got my drip. Clear your throat so you don't cough. You gotta clear your throat so you don't cough. I got my drip. I got my drip. I got my drip.
Lost all my subscribers. I'm not monetized anymore. I shouldn't attack the bar free. I need my boyfriend. I know, pray when I see it. I've been a predator all my damn life. I'm built different than them. I'm cut from a different cloth. We ain't the same. There may be some gunfire, bloodshed, and bullets. Dog. Damn. Blue flavor trickle. Dog. Laying on your back, spreading your leg, dog. I know, pray when I see it. Damn. Dog. I've been a predator all my damn life. Ain't no clapback videos, I'm looking. I'm built different. We ain't the same. Dog. I'll touch him anytime I feel like it. I'm touching him now. I come from scum. That's why I'm a Christian. I come from backwoods, incest-driven maniacs. I'm designed and built to bully effeminate men. We come from the bottom, and he raises us up, and he cleans us off. And from that point forward, I've been walking clean. Yo! Dog. Damn. Doodle flavored trickle. Dog. Laying on your back, spreading your leg, dog. I know, pray when I see it. Dog. Damn. I've been a predator all my damn life. Punk ass sissified boy. I'm built different, dog. We ain't the same. Please, suck my ass.
Alright, guys.
Hold up, hold the hell up. I didn't want to forget those Bargin bin Fluffers who calls themselves detractors. No, not all of you, fam. Season motherfucking 2.
Alright, let's get into it.
Spread your legs.
You know, it's gonna be good. And I'm
Him
curious
triple
what you guys
dipping,
will think.
scamming
I don't know,
motherfuckers
I haven't
with
seen it.
old
It's not done
degenerate
yet, you know,
gameplays.
doing. But it seems like every time that we talk about it, there's another big RPG out, right? You know, right now, it's Baldur's Gate 3, then we're going to have Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, then we're going to have Final Fantasy 7 Rebirths. Like, when am I going to play Final Fantasy 13? It's not going to happen, right? You know, eventually maybe, but not right now. So, I'm totally excited for it, but I also don't want to get everyone overexcited. Especially because I can't promise you a delivery date. You know what I mean? Like, it might be coming at the end of this week, or might not. Okay, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see exactly what what happens with it, and I'll give you updates when I have updates. All right, so that is in process. DSP Throwback. By the way, that announcement video that I uploaded over there, over 2,000 views and climbing now. People have actually casually watched a few of the videos.
Bro, it's just
that were
trolls
already
and
on that
detractors
channel
probably
from
clipping that shit.
Like 2018, when I was uploading some gameplay
That's all
over
it
there.
was.
I don't know if anyone has actually watched the edited content. I mean, that was just the point of that channel originally, was the edited reviews and things. And, you know, it's ancient now. I mean, now you're talking videos that are 8+ years old. But basically, that channel, once I get videos on it, I need to get 3 uploads and I need to get consistent views, then I can repartner it. In which case, then I can monetize the content again, put some ads on the videos, etc.
And that's all this is about. That's all it's about, bro. It's all it's about. It's about fucking this. I can't do it. There. Fuck. It's all about this. All about money. Fuck this.
In which
guy.
case, it kind of makes all this effort worth it. Right now, it's really just...
It's only worth it if they get monetized. They can put ads on the videos.
Watch them.
Yeah, it's only worth it if Phil makes fucking
I think
$1.
ultimately it may pay off.
Sick.
You know, we'll see. But anyway, that's the update on that. I don't have any more big information. You can check it out at youtube.com/@DSP-throwback. That's the address. If you haven't yet, give it a look. If you're interested in seeing older playthroughs and now upgrading,
I mean,
to the
it's
modern
so
age,
obvious that
please
it's
consider
about money,
subscribing to
dude.
the channel and watch some of the content on there if you get a chance. That's not representative of the content that's going to be on there now, but it helps. Like, that viewing hours will help that channel get boosted back to where it needs to be so that I can get into the partner program again. Okay?
I couldn't tell if that was chill or
and
my
by the way,
stream.
someone might say, well, why are you out of the partner program? Because it was defunct for years. YouTube changed their criteria a few years ago, and basically, if you have a defunct channel,
it's your job to get him back to partner. It's your job. It ain't even his job.
So that's all it was.
Dude,
I wasn't using it. It wasn't
Phil's job is to lay back, relax, get drunk, bro, pull a Hogan or two,
once it hits the criteria again.
Make a couple bucks in the mix.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, obviously, I'd like to talk about the schedule, and then I want to talk about the big thing you're all here to hear about,
Yes.
right? The big announcement.
Only
that I have
reason
for
why
you,
I'm here today.
Because
I don't feel too
DSP
great.
Throwback is just one of many things coming in 2024.
Let's talk about the documentary, Phil.
Big announcements.
The
and things that are gonna be
documentary
cool
saga.
and shake things up a bit, all right?
Let's
so
go.
I have a big one to talk about today. People have already heard rumblings. People have already heard information about it elsewhere. And now they want to get the skinny from me, and you're going to get it.
Man, we've been done knew about this for months. Okay? We just didn't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? But I smelt some shit in the air when I saw Mike Klum go on this fucker's podcast or whatever. And what did he do? He gave him a tip or a membership, one or the other, bro. And that's when I was like, oh shit. I said it months ago. Mike trying to butter up the Phil. Or something weird's going on there. But, like, looking back at that moment, bro, I feel like that's when they started officially talking. I feel like Mike slipped in, you know, gave Phil a couple bucks, and sent him an email, and the talk started. Because they didn't even start filming his shit yet, bro. You know? Like, my gut's telling me that. Mike isn't a denthead, bro. He's a pretty astute, smart person. Like, I've checked out some of his shit behind the scenes, dude. And, dude, he just wants to make a couple bucks. Like, you know? He just wants to kind of make, like, entertaining shit on these stupid retards and make a few bucks. He doesn't really give a fuck about how we feel, right? And all that dumb shit. Like, this is his personal fucking shit. And he's manipulating the manipulator, bro. Like, he is. So, I heard all that shit. Oh, Phil's such a nice guy and humper. Bro, I'm sitting here like, if I'm gonna be charitable, dog, there's things about all you fucking motherfuckers that someone doesn't like. You know, there's a bunch of people that don't like my ass for shit that I do or say, and the same thing can be said about all you motherfuckers, right?
Yup.
Same thing for Phil, but you could also say on the same hand that, like, there are some people that do like me and do like you guys, right? Despite, like, your flaws and shit like that. And some people will look from the outside looking and go, why do you like Chill Murray? Or why do you like this person? Or, you know, same thing with Phil. Why do you like Phil? Bro, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not analyzing Mike Klum's fucking head. So he could really like Phil. But I really feel like he's sitting here fucking greasing his asshole, dog. That's what he's doing. It's a beautiful dance when you need to manipulate a manipulator, right? And when you want to get something out of someone like Phil, you have to give a little to Phil. You know, you got to give someone like Phil the things he wants to get the shit you want from him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure Mike paid Phil. He's paying Phil to be part of the documentary, right? I'm pretty sure. I know for a fact. Ain't no way Phil's gonna participate in some shit like this, a documentary this deep, you know, without getting a few fucking bucks, homie.
Murray's
so
right,
I'm pretty
bro.
sure Mike paid Phil, and, you know, Mike's just making sure that he keeps the fucking mouse happy in the cage. He doesn't scare the fucking bug away. That's all.
Well, first, let's quickly go through the
Like,
schedule.
that's what I'm really
All right,
leaning towards, bro. Because
so
ain't
you guys know
nobody
what's
gonna
coming
talk
next with
about some
yourself,
other man
and
like
then
that they
we'll
barely
tackle the
fucking
big
know,
thing
you
all
know?
wanna talk
Like,
about.
I love his
Okay,
voice. He's
so,
a great
today,
entertainer. You
it is Baldur's
barely
Gate
know
3.
the guy.
We're continuing on
You
with
know
the
what I
Goblin
mean?
Camp. We've already taken out
Let
two
Mike-
of
let-
the 3
let him cook.
bosses in the Goblin
Literally,
Camp.
you guys
All the
know
people
me.
saying the
Normally,
third
I'll
boss is
go
also a
wild.
recruitable
No,
person,
dude.
but I don't know how I
It's a
could
new
do that.
year. I'm gonna
If
let
I want to
shit
do this
cook
plot
this
line where I
summer.
side with the Druids, which I do, I don't see how I could then recruit this person who's the third boss.
Yeah, I
don't
feel
know
like,
if there's
yeah,
a way
Mike
around it.
Mike
Maybe
playing a
people can help me
game
with
with
that
Phil,
today.
bro. And then as soon as the doc,
You
cause
know what I'm
look,
saying? Like, I just don't understand.
look, the documentary could drop, bro. Right? Like, Mike could have the footage he needs. All he needs to edit it. He could do whatever the fuck he wants after that. He like, dude, Phil could sit here and go,
Well, this wasn't true. I thought me and Mike agreed we were gonna do this, and
Phil's gonna have a fucking problem with this documentary to some degree. Phil thinks he's gonna get, like, positive attention when he's not, bro. He might earn 1 or 2 dent heads, but because of who he is, he's gonna fucking scare him off, and we're always gonna end up at fucking square one with this guy. You know, he's gonna get
how
more
it works.
attention.
I
It's not
certainly
gonna
don't
be
wanna
good
do an evil mode
attention.
playthrough, right?
We're all gonna make a couple bucks and a couple fucking laughs and shit, dude. We're gonna have a
But
good
I don't know
time.
if it's possible to
So fuck it,
actually
man.
recruit
Just
everyone in the
let
game,
it all ride,
or
bro.
based on your
Let
choices,
the
you
game
can only
play
recruit
out.
certain people or others. So I'm sure we'll talk about that today. We're gonna finish
Don't
up
get
the
too
Goblin
upset
Camp
over Mike, bro. I
and
feel
move
like
on with
he's
the plot.
dancing with Phil.
I don't know where the plot will take us once we finish the Goblin Camp. I don't know what's next. So I guess we'll see. I know eventually we're probably going back to the Underdark. Now we have like multiple quests in the Underdark. We have to find some cords.
Sonic? I would, bro. That's a super gay off, dude. If I had as much money as Mike Klum to produce a super dope low-cow documentary,
anyway,
and I had to sit here and just like
so,
pretend to
I guess we
fucking
shall
like
see
Phil
what
just to
happens
get what I need from him, dude, that's playing the fucking game. Because Mike's gonna make so much fucking money off of it. And that's what it's about for Mike. For this is like more personal for me, I guess. Right? And it's a side series thing. There's nothing too good. But Mike, this is serious shit. So yeah, I agree though. If I was in Mike's position, yeah, dude, I probably would fucking, you know, that's the person that has no ego. When you don't have a fucking ego, you know, you can sit there and just do your thing, dude.
I'm also streaming tomorrow, day off, and I'll be running errands and the like.
I could be wrong, though. Yeah, I could be wrong. But you gotta let this one play out. Remember how the interview went, guys? Like, I learned lessons. That's called growing up. I spazzed the fuck out last year on side stories, bro. But, we ended up with some good shit. And then we actually killed us. Anything can happen out here in the vortex.
So then, Friday, it's going to be more Baldur's Gate 3, and it's Friday Night Fights, the one day a week that I'm going to play Street Fighter, and I made this announcement earlier in the week. I'm only going to be playing Street Fighter 6 once a week moving forward. The game is too laggy and has too many dropped inputs for me to care at this point to really play it more. It's sad because it wasn't like that until I did Masters. You winners shall be destroyed!
Bro, the only advantage PC players have is the fact that we probably actually plug our shit into the Ethernet, bro. Where, like, console players are usually, like, fucking casuals, and they don't even know. Like, plugging their shit in will probably, like, give them some faster response times and shit like that, you know?
And it is the best fighting game experience.
That's probably the
out there.
only
It just
advantage.
sucks that they didn't
That
find
and the
real
guys who
solutions
really cheat, they
to the
can really
problem when you
cheat,
hit
but
that
that's like
level.
1%
What's weird is no other fighting games
of the
ever
player
faced this
base that
before.
sits here and
No other fighting
does
game
all
has
that
this
gay
of an
shit,
echo.
like look up
So because of
macros
that,
and stuff like
every
that
other
on the
fighting game is
PC.
way laggier, so you don't even get to this point where you hit the wall and you realize connections aren't as good because they're always bad, right? So in this game, it's a problem that's good to have, but it's still a problem, right? So anyway, only one stream of that this week, Friday night. I don't even know who I'm going to use. It might be Dalcine, it might be Blanca. I might even try Honda again. I don't know. We'll see. Then on Saturday, okay, it's going to be more Resident Evil 0 Remastered, which I started yesterday.
Yo, lighted a twin lamps. Imagine people remembering you in 1,000 years for jacking off on the internet. Yeah, totally, bro.
And now you're just playing Resident Evil again. Like, it feels like I'm playing classic Resident Evil, which I love, you know? So that's a great thing.
I'd rather be a footnote in history than a fucking joke, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't really remember at all, honestly, the playthrough. I remember certain things about it. Like, I remember one or two things for being on the train. I remember in the mansion, I'm in this room now with these cranks and the long staircase, and for some reason, I remember that in my head. Like, I remember there's going to be a boss or something in there. Like, when I walked into the room, I got these creepy vibes like, oh shit, there's something in here. But I guess it doesn't show up right away because it didn't. So, it's weird because this is a playthrough that I really, again, I don't really remember that well. And so for me, it's like cool because I feel like I'm kind of playing the game for the first time again. It's definitely different with a modern audience with interactivity as well than it was 8 years ago. So, anyway, great playthrough so far. Really enjoyed it yesterday. More of that coming Saturday. And then Saturday night, we're going to do more Sea of Stars because we finished like Dragon Gaiden yesterday, which I'm going to talk about in a moment, by the way. We get to do Sea of Stars Saturday night, which is exciting. Sunday is my odd day out. On Sunday, we're going to do the React show, DSP versus the Internet, the first one of the new year. If you're a channel member, please post up your videos for that show in the appropriate threads.
God. Phil, get to the interview.
Sunday night,
you're stressing
no stream.
me out.
Why? Because Sunday night, I am doing private patron React videos, and I have three to make this month. So because of that, I need the time. And on top of that, with the little bit of extra time that I'll have that night, I'm going to work on the year-end series, which are going to now be on Monday and Tuesday of next week. Okay, so no stream on Sunday night. It's just going to be the React show. Then Monday, it's more Baldur's Gate 3, and Monday night it's going to be the most disappointing games of the year countdown, where for 2 hours we go through every game that I felt had potential and was super disappointing in 2023. It should be a great countdown. It's going to be everyone's favorite. Then on Tuesday, it's going to be more Resident Evil 0 Remastered, and it's going to be both your choice.
I'm going to make this
the
real
viewer's
quick.
choice best playthroughs of 2023, and my Game of the Year award. Each will be about an hour long. Okay. So for one, it is official as of last night. I put 2 polls below on your favorite video. In fact, the link just popped up. What's that right now?
Oh god, no, I didn't mean to pop the oh, I hit that by accident. But I could use the bar. I do think Kepla is stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's right. One other thing. For some, waiting for this. Okay. I am not getting I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, and we're in the middle of the job. We're 5 minutes into the game. So I sent you a big tip like an hour ago. You never shouted it out. And I was like, oh no. So I went and checked. Bobby got so awful because this is someone who's so yesterday I'm streaming Hero. Now later someone says, Phil, did you get my tip an hour ago? You never shouted it out. And I look, it's not in my notifications. I go check it. It's there. Why am I getting 90% of the notifications and not all of them? I have no idea. It certainly sounds like an issue with PayPal because I checked my emails and there's nothing wrong. There's no spam filter. They're not going to like a junk filter.
This isn't your viewer's problem, Phil.
So it sounds like there's some kind of a weird disconnect.
Sounds like you need to figure that out, Phil. If it's that big of a deal.
I can't make that work. This has happened before, but usually it's like something that'll happen for a day and then it fixes itself. This has now been going on for like a week, where every day people are like, damn, Phil didn't shout out my contribution. I wonder what happened. Trust me, guys, it's not because I'm not grateful. It's not because I don't want to talk about, whatever you're talking about.
Gotta make sure the wells stay around.
If you tip me and I don't shout it out within, say, 15-20 minutes, definitely let me know in the chat, tag me and say, hey Phil, just so you know I tipped and you didn't get it. Now here's the thing, this really applies to regular, because some people sadly are trolls. They come in here and they'll do that shit all the time and like, oh, I tipped, and of course they didn't. They're full of shit. They're just trying to derail the chat. So if any random person comes in here and starts spamming the chat, I'm not going to pay attention to them. But for those
my extended hard drive is struggling to load.
Phil, like, that's actually stupid. What if there's actually genuine tips in there, and you're just sitting here fucking off genuine tips? He really doesn't give a fuck.
If you notice I'm not shouting out the contribution, please let me know.
There's like, he knows, there's like 4 people. This is for the 4 or 5 people that's gonna give a more than 100 bucks.
My content. This is my bread and butter. That's how I live. More live contribution. And of course, some people say, oh, why don't you have everything automated? Number one, okay, basically, nonsense from trolling years ago, like many years ago, people were basically doing,
Aftermath, stupid, bro.
people were basically a lot of nonsense.
Dude.
Let me pull that out today.
Oh shit. Man, I miss Piccolo.
But I did nothing wrong. Okay. But they act like that's what I said. So all the businesses said, you can't do this. So that's the thing, like, in regards to having automated pop-up, automated tracking, I can't even use it. Which is fine, like, I'm okay with using it. I can't set the features that I am trying to do. I'm not sure the ginormous is getting 5,000 an hour. Shout out,
Yeah, all of this is a you fucking problem, dude. What does this have to do with anybody watching your streams? Your technical difficulties are your problems. Do I talk to my audience and say, hey, when I forget to fix the audio, that's your guys' fault for not telling me? Well, fuck no, it's mine for not paying attention.
I did nothing wrong.
Exactly.
I did nothing wrong. You did everything right.
The internet was very different.
He literally
Internet.
in more words.
You, Phil, shut your bitch ass up.
It's my troll's fault. Wait, what the fuck?
People wanted that kind of content. Literally, the audience on YouTube wanted that content. That's what
They wanted that content, guys. They wanted it. It wasn't me. It was them.
Right?
They made me do it.
Today, I'm different.
He's literally saying they made him do it.
You know, but I fessed up to my mistakes of the past, and that's why I think it's unfair that I get judged in 2023. I guess now in 2024 for things I did 15 years ago, as if that's something I did yesterday. You know what I mean? I'm a completely different guy. I don't do that stuff.
I'm a completely different pig roach, guys.
Oh, we got him banned from Streamlabs. What Stream Elements?
There you go. Double
like Phil uses OBS to stream, but he was using Stream Elements, I think, for his fucking
it's full of
tips.
edgy teenage humor about
We got him
bodies.
banned.
I'm glad you changed.
He slid on us, guys. That was like right before last year.
No, bookworm, I'm not saying don't worry about it. No more game. No worries, alright? Okay, so...
Fuck. Okay, I need to bust out, so...
We're gonna get to the top.
Wait, is he gonna talk about the interview with Mike Plum?
Shout outs before we hit the internet. There's already rumblings, there's already information out
Let's
there.
go.
So I am here to basically clarify everything, to clear the air, and to let you know exactly what is going on. Alright? Last year was a very drama-filled, nonsensical year for me. Against my will and against my wishes. Correct? I think we can all agree.
Yo, he's acting like we all raped him. Stuttery Craig, all of us. We just gang raped. We pulled a trade on Phil. He had no choice in it. LTG put his balls on his face. Phil didn't consent to none of it, man. Goddamn.
Saying the things he's saying on his streams to his viewers about income and stuff like that, it seems very, disrespectful. He doesn't seem like he has any gratitude. You can't say
You
that
don't.
That
You
resonated
don't.
with me.
You
It's
literally
not
audit
correct.
your
I
audience,
agreed with
bro.
him after watching myself
You
back.
complain when they
This is
don't
from,
give
like,
you a
fall
proper
of
amount of
2022,
money.
okay?
You're a piece of
After watching
garbage,
myself
bro.
back, that stuff, I was like, he's right. He's absolutely right. I sometimes get so full of
Not sometimes,
emotion,
all the
whether it's
time,
fear,
every fucking stream,
because
bro.
of finances and stuff like that, or it could be many different things. Anger when I'm playing Street Fighters, all these things. Whenever I get full of emotion, I tend to just go off the cuff and say things that I probably should not publicly say.
That's not a good thing when you're 41 years old, bro. That's like some shit
That-
you learn to do when you're 12.
When you're a
like,
fucking
control your
child, yeah.
emotions.
Too many people who had only heard the negative and had no idea about the positive about me. You know, obviously, if I'm here after 15 years and I have a community who watches me every day, likes
shut your ass up.
I'm
Nope.
doing something right.
No, you're
I wouldn't
not.
still be here if I wasn't doing something
You're
right.
begging for money. You take advantage of the disabled and the mentally stunted. Shut the fuck up. I'm doing something right. No, you're taking advantage of people who don't know any better.
Thrown in their face by the toxicity of YouTube. That's how YouTube works. Promote the toxic, push the negative forward, right? And so I said, if you're going to talk bad about me, why not interview me? Correct? Like, why not just talk to me directly? Because if I felt like if someone would just have a conversation with me,
so
he did that.
He's
the
literally
side
about to
scrollers did that for
contradict
5
himself.
fucking
Watch
hours.
This. Watch this shit, dude. Oh, bro, Phil's about to shoot a fucking 3-pointer right now. If you want to talk bad about me, interview me. He said that in his words, and guess what happened, bro? Craig,
The side scrollers fucking destroyed him. Yeah, what the
They
fuck?
had a conversation, interview,
for 5
back and
hours.
forth, bro. And then Phil, he sat here and saw Craig and them just collecting tips and shit, and Phil just had a hair up his fucking ass after that.
Because they got that money and he didn't.
Yeah, it was just a hit piece. They just brought me there and ambushed me.
Like, bro, watch. Oh my god, this fucking
to
guy.
see that I'm a real guy. I'm not just some asshole who you see the negative highlights of, but I'm
That's
actually
what
a real
happened,
person.
Phil. You got what you
Perhaps
wanted,
you think a
bro.
little
Like, what the
differently, all
fuck?
right? So I presented that to the internet, and basically, the only people who contacted me were drama brokers and people who were looking to boost their own presence on YouTube. You know, it wasn't like a Moist Critical who reached out to me and said, yeah, let's do an interview. It was like...
So he's pretty much saying he only wanted YouTubers with like 1 million subs to interview him. Because, yeah, we said it last year. Phil's goal with the interview was just to spew his bullshit to new eyes. And to have this person, like, not be able to refute shit that he was gonna spew. And he didn't get that. Phil didn't get what he wants, so he's pissed.
Review Tech USA.
That's life. That's life, right,
no,
guys? You don't get what
already
you
every
want, you
day
get to
name
just
drop me
be
because
mad
you don't make
about
your
it
own
forever.
content. You just make drama, and you name drop me for drama purposes. You have no content of your own. I'm not going to give you more.
Randall Mudahar, he
you
works
see.
with Keemstar.
I wanted to have a real
He's not gonna do
conversation
shit with
someone,
Mudahar.
and it didn't happen, right? So then fast forward to March. And what happened was completely unrelated to anything in that realm of discussion, okay? Side Scrollers was a new podcast that was relaunching on the internet. It was a podcast that was run by Stuttering Craig, someone who in the past, over a decade ago, I had great dealings with. I would go to a convention as a guest when I was at the height of my YouTube popularity, and it was his convention. He had me there as a guest. Before then, I'd actually hung out with this guy at another convention, MagFest. I was a fan of their website 15 years ago, screwtack.com and stuff like that. So he had reached out to me and said, hey, I know we haven't talked in years, but we're looking for guests for our show. And I said, I'll be a guest, why not? And I saw their show, and their show is a variety show. Well, their show was a variety show where they would talk about games and news. Now it's not anymore. Now they've actually used my interview as a platform to change their show and get popularity, but we'll talk about that later. So basically, I say, I'll be a guest on your show, but then they completely changed the deal. The deal was originally, I'm just going to be a guest. We'll talk about variety of topics. It'll be a fun show. Then it becomes, oh, well, what we want to do is we want to be the exclusive place for you to finally get that interview that you've always wanted. Well, I didn't really always want an interview. I only wanted the interview because people were talking so negatively about me, right? So I was.
That's what he fucking wanted. He wanted that interview to be the one-stop shop to where you would go to find all your information about him. That's what he fucking wanted. You're a lying sack of shit, Phil.
I could be a guest, and it would be just like everyone else who'd been on the show. At that point, for over a month, people have been guests on the show. No one else had to go through an interview, just me. Okay? So I do this interview. Okay,
what?
I get paid nothing.
Didn't they interview fucking Melanie Mack first?
Giving them over 5 hours
Bro, bullshit.
Come to find
I mean,
out,
they did a bad job of it.
That's a hit to kind of confirm that, like, yeah, Mike Klum is paying Phil. All right, like that kind of confirms my kind of feelings about that situation there. There's no way, bro. Especially the way the damn interview went last year. Is Phil gonna get off his ass for anybody else without getting monies first?
Was this a fair interview? No. All they had done was talk.
Because don't forget, Mike Plum, he made a grip of fucking cash off that boogie doc, dude.
Literally never spoke to a single person about the positive side of things. All they did was research negative shit about me. And so they went into the interview with the mindset that they wanted to get me to confess to all these heinous things that I had done over the years. Wow, that's a great way to approach an interview, isn't it? They lied and told everyone that the next day after the interview, they were going to have a decompression show where they play games, and then they were going to have a follow-up interview with me later. None of that happened. After the interview, instead, they did a hit piece on me. Basically, for a whole day, they just crapped on me and made all negative references and took in a ton of money, thousands of dollars they received from my detractors and haters. Not only that day, but they continued to milk this for weeks on end and months. It was months later.
He was mad about the money, dude. That's why. He was mad about the money.
Fighter 6 with me. This guy would not stop. Basically, he saw me as a big cash cow, and he wanted to keep riding those coattails. Now, since that show, all right, they have basically gotten some notoriety in the conservative political community, which is hilarious because when they started the show, they always said there was not going to be about politics. Now the only attention they get is when they talk about politics, and they've turned it into a right-wing political show. That's their show now. All bolstered by when I was on it. And by the way,
bro, Phil, dude,
a Republican.
He would not know that unless he's either watching Craig's shit every day, which he isn't, right? Or he's following, you know, the detractors on Twitter that talk about stuttering Craig.
I make fun of him, yeah.
You be following the haters, bro.
The funny part about it is the interview.
It's not okay for you to do it, right? It's not okay for you to follow people that don't like Phil, but Phil can do it. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do, bro. Fuck you.
There's no questions anymore about that stuff. In the end, all that interview ever did was it went around my detractor circles. That's it. It didn't actually hit mainstream. No one really cared about that interview outside of
it did too hit the mainstream. So, Daniel Keem, Mudahar, everybody was talking about it. What the hell are you talking about? You're lying, Phil.
About those negative things, those questions, those
and sorry, I cleared my throat. I didn't mean to.
If you don't notice, no one really comes on my stream and talks about it anymore because I've already.
If you ban people who do, you fucking moron!
That shit, I'm done with it. I told you guys, I'm done with those topics. We're done with it, right?
Is this guy fucking for real?
So
you ban people who talk about it, you stupid idiot.
My philosophy to stay out of drama, and I said I'm not going to be doing any interviews. I'm not going to be doing any kind of anything with anyone. Even though people did reach out to me, oh, I want to interview Phil and this or that. Even what's his name, Mudahar or whatever, he reached out to me.
You know what his fucking name is, Phil?
And I said I don't want your money. I'll do an interview, but we're not talking about this drama. I've already addressed it. All the conspiracies are just that. I'm not wasting my time. If you want to have an intelligent,
they're not conspiracies, dude. There's proof, man.
Drama, I'm gone. And then he ghosted me and never contacted me ever again. Because all these people want is drama. They don't actually want to talk about.
Get my ass kicked.
Fucking mature adults. All they want is drama so they can make money on YouTube. They're all
Phil, because I totally want to talk about fucking Israel and Palestine, the fucking weather, bro. Innocuous conversations with dark side Phil. No, that's what you do to us.
He just wants people to be friends with him. Nobody wants to be friends with you, dude.
That's fucking boring as fuck. Fuck you.
So anyway, I stayed out.
Who the fuck just wants to talk with Phil, bro? Get out of here.
Of this bullshit for the rest of 2023, and things went smoothly. However, there were still people who tried to pull me in. Right? These idiots trying to get me to go on a fucking podcast that I was never involved in whatsoever, and they lied about that and tried to make.
Yes, you were.
People making documentaries about me, right? Which is hilarious. The whole term documentary is hilarious because if all you do is research shit that's already on the internet and you regurgitate it into a 2-hour video and all you do is add a little bit of commentary, that's not a documentary. Everyone else did work for you. All you did was regurgitate the toxicity and the conspiracy. You added really nothing besides a little bit of commentary on top. That's not a documentary. They didn't even add it.
And this ain't really a gaming stream, Phil. This ain't really a podcast. One ugly, retarded old man, bro, fucking blabbing all day into a fucking camera, dude, looking like the biggest gaylord on earth isn't a podcast, dude. Dude, a guy literally sitting here begging his fucking chat for cash and to hold his hand in games ain't really a game stream, Phil. So, you know, apples and fucking bowling balls, my guy. What's the fucking difference? What's the point?
So, with all that going on,
well,
right?
he does the same fucking shit, more or less.
And this or that. And ultimately, I said, no, I'm not doing any of that, right? I'm staying out. And the funny part is, someone actually asked me a question last year, and it resonated with me. They said, you know, Phil, all these people on the internet are constantly talking negatively about you. Any of these people, do they ever actually, like, reach out to you to talk to you, right? Did they ever go to you for information or to get your side of the story or whatever? And I answered,
Phil, people have. No, boy, I've answered very honestly. When Phil uses the word honest, like, he doesn't mean it like he's gonna tell the truth. It's literally like a retarded mannerism of his. It is like a fucking comma. He uses the word honestly like a comma. Yeah.
Honestly, no, not once in all
not
this time.
Once, bro. There's been so many people throughout the years that have reached out to Phil because they were doing a documentary and wanted to actually fucking get his input. I know it, bro. And Phil's a goddamn liar if he tries to say no. He is. All these fucking people that make fucking shit on Phil throughout these years. You know how many people
full online
asked him? He just had Mudahar ask him, offered him $5,000 fucking dollars to talk to him. Like, what the fuck is this? What is this?
He's lying.
What is he doing?
He's lying.
This makes no sense, bro.
Documentaries and everything done. Not once.
He turns down everyone.
Ever made a legit effort to get my actual side of anything.
Oh?
Instead, it's always we believe all the toxic
the
shit.
The side scroller spent 5 hours getting your side of the story, you lying ass bitch.
Like it was going to be neutral, was revealed to be an actual attempt to get me to basically fess up to shit I didn't do.
You did do, bitch. You did do.
Guys, I'm getting so excited for this documentary now. I am. I really am. Like, this is the fucking context and the preface for the shit we're gonna see later. It's gonna be so dope.
Oh my god, look, we did it.
You know, if it ends up just being a big fluff piece, bro, Mike Klum's gonna get his ass tore up, and Phil is too.
So obviously it never was going to work.
It's like no matter what,
it wasn't true.
There's
just fucking proof. There's receipts. There's video. I mean, you're a fucking liar, dude.
But all right, always in the back of my head, I'm always wondering, and I've told you guys this too. I don't think anyone's ever going to give me a fair shake on the internet. I just don't believe it. It seems like everyone is out for the drama. Everyone's out for personal gain.
And Mike Klum isn't.
Completely spin something in a way that makes me look horrible for clickbait views that will benefit
Mike Klum is
or to actually show me.
Yo, Mike Klum, all Mike Klum is doing right now, bro, is taking Phil out to a nice, expensive dinner, dude, right? Greasing him up before he takes him home to fucks him raw, bro. Choking him, dude. Smacking his fucking ass. I'm talking, bro. Phil, after this, Phil gonna be fucking bow-legged walking out of Mike Klum's fucking house, dog. That's what's happening. And Phil's too retarded to realize it, I think.
I'm saying show me in
like, he's sitting here doing the same fucking thing, my guy.
Have another side of the
He's just treating you like a little autistic kid so he doesn't scare you off, Phil. That's all that's happening.
And nonsense that's happened to me for all these years. To just be a guy trying to get by with my community and having a good time and ignoring all the bullshit, and then having to hear that constantly this stuff is going on outside, right? So, basically, all right, I got contacted by someone who is a neutral party, someone who does not stand to benefit by actually portraying me in an incredibly negative way, because it basically, let me put it this way. If you're someone who wants to actually make real content, if you're not someone who's a drama hound, if you're not someone who is,
bro, what makes Mike Klum not a drama hound? Because he's kissing you on the cheek, Phil? Because he bought you a sandwich, Phil. He took you out to lunch, gave you a paycheck, and pat you on the head. So how good of a boy you are. Sit, Phil. Stay still. Don't go anywhere, Philly. Okay. All right. Love you too, Phil. I'll be right back with my camera, okay? Like, that's all that's happening. And this dude's so far fucking gone, and he's yearning. He's yearning for someone to just feed his ego and all that shit. Like, bro, this is so good. So fucking good, dude. Feel so fucking horny right now.
Content is based on making.
He's so horny, bro, for my club. I love it.
Wants to make legit content, then you actually have to be fair, because the moment that you're
Mike's sitting here milking him, dog, with an industrial fucking cow milker, dude.
Fair way that makes them look awful, then no one else.
Like some shit from Cyberpunk, dog.
Understand? It has to be some way where you're actually being fair to the subject matter. All right. So basically, I was contacted by Mike Klum, who recently did a documentary on Boogie. And before everyone freaks out about this, because I know a lot of people saw the Boogie documentary and were like, wow, that documentary was not positive. That documentary was very negative. It shows all the weaknesses of Boogie, all his shortcomings, the fact that he basically pissed his life away, all his money away, that he's a toxic guy who falls into...
So, dude, Mike Klum, if you happen to hear this, I doubt you will, bro, I don't know, you better watch out. No, you better do the same thing you did for Boogie and have, like, the dope graphics, dude, with all his expenses and shit just, like, going minus, bro, and totaling to $0. The bankruptcy, the bank leaks, all that fucking shit. WWE champions. Bro, I swear to God, you're setting yourself up, my guy, to get hit by a fucking train, bro. If you don't do it. You don't do the same you did for fucking Boogie at the very least.
You're right.
Like, he doesn't have to sit here and do the jokes and the memes and all that gay shit, bro. It's like, nah, you better tell the truth.
In that documentary,
I better see the truth the whole fucking way.
To show that side of his life, which I guess they felt had never been really revealed before. That's exactly what they were going for, okay? I was contacted by Mike, and he says, basically, this is fascinating. There's people out there who want to see a documentary about you, but he didn't know that much about me. Okay, so by the way, and just for the record, this was
exactly what Phil
wants. This was not
wants.
yesterday. This was months ago.
Oh, you don't know anything about me?
Talking
okay,
shit. About stuff like this. And basically, through a series of conversations, okay, that I had with this guy, as I explained my story to him, he was basically like, "So this is completely different from Boogie." Yeah, it's not even close. My life is nothing like his. I'm not in the situation he's in. You know, my
nobody thinks you're in the same situation as Boogie, you fucking idiot. Like nobody.
In my position is a much better position than his. Like him, financially.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
He's desperate. Which
he
is
really
why he's
just
on
say
things
that,
like
bro.
This Lol Cow show where he's getting on his hands and knees and being mistreated by Keemstar to make money. He's in a real desperate way, right?
It's funny how he mentioned the Howard Stern show, right? Yeah, Howard Stern did shit like that to people all the fucking time. He's so fucking stupid.
Every day. I love what I do for a living. I'm making it happen,
bro.
Right?
You don't do anything for a living. You just beg for money, you fucking asshat.
Climbing out of it. It's slow progress, but it's definitely progress.
Bro, what do you mean? What do you mean, Phil? You've been good. Homie, as soon as the IRS, bro, gave you the bankruptcy, they fucking gave you that shit, you were good. My guy.
My story is
makes me want to
basically
scream.
That even though I've made all of these improvements over the years, and I am not representative of what people make me out to be anymore. Maybe one day, 10, 15 years ago, I was really bad. I was obstinate, I was stubborn, I was stupid, I said and did awful things, right?
You still do all this shit. Dude, like yesterday, the day before, and last week, and the week before, dog, and the year before that. You do all this shit, dog, on an almost daily basis, my dude.
Basically. And now here we are 15 years
He's
later.
fucking straight up
and I'm
lying.
still able to
He's
run a
making
business,
shit
albeit
up,
a much
bro.
smaller scale business than what I used to do.
This
But
isn't
I'm
even
still
a
popular.
business, bro.
I still have a fan
It's a
base, and people still
panhandling
talk about
corner.
it,
That's
right?
all it is. It's not even
the
a
problem
business.
Is constant.
Bro, what the fuck does Phil sell you? You know, like, what do you get where you give him $1, bro?
You get a chat crown badge and an animation that's not really an animation, it's a GIF.
Yeah, oh, what? Ah! I want to punch him in the
Misrepresentation.
face.
And you might say, well, I don't get it because you already have addressed everything. You're right. I have addressed all of the bullshit and nonsense out there.
And you've
However,
lied about
I addressed
all of it.
Here, right?
You've
And
lied
no one listens
about
to me when I say
all
my
of
own
it.
content. No one. This is me talking to my audience who already, it's like what do they call, you're preaching to the choir? You guys already know the deal, right? The fact is most people don't.
He wants Moist Critical to roll through, give him $5, and go, gee willikers, Phil, you really aren't that bad of a guy.
Detractor content. This documentary that's way outdated and has outdated...
And bro, this makes no sense. The way Phil's talking, like Mike Klum isn't us. Like Mike Klum is me, he's duty, he just has fucking more money and like a crew and know how to actually put together more put together fucking shit. That's all. He's Joe Murray with a bigger bankroll, dog. Like, and a little lighter skin. That's about it.
This documentary
He's sitting here milking drama, making money off it.
There's literally nowhere you can go.
Like what? He doesn't hang out with us? Bro, Mike is talking to detractors. He's interviewing detractors, bro. He might interview Tevin. That'd be sick if he interviewed Tevin, bro. Had Tevin in the doc. Dude, that'd be so sick. But it's like, and he was talking to Rich. Phil's arch fucking nemesis in this gay ass anime, dog. Like,
talk about this guy. I don't get it.
But Mike Klum is just so different from us. Why? Why is he so different than us, Phil?
And so,
like, dude, Mike, I think he has level 10 Riz. Mike might just have that fucking Riz,
that we
bro.
Came up with was
you have to have the Riz for Phil to sit here and just
going to, for
suck
the first
your
time
cock
ever,
like
and
this.
I'm going to say this, likely for the last time ever, cover my actual real story.
Dude.
Me growing up. What it was like.
Nobody fucking cares.
How I got into games. You know?
Nobody cares.
What it was like when I was a kid. Asked my parents, you know, what was it like raising Phil and stuff like that, right? Going through the arcade days, going through the Street Fighter days, growing up in arcades.
You mean like Turkey Tom?
They say almost fraternity culture and shit talking was encouraged, right? And how that carried into my competitive Street Fighter career in the 2000s and how it became an innate part of who I was for a very long time. How eventually, after having a back injury and deciding to quit competitive Street Fighter, how that turned into a job becoming a YouTuber, right? And how I somehow got
I hurt my back
doing content on YouTube.
I'm sorry. Phil's literally like,
I couldn't play video games anymore because I hurt my back, so I became a YouTuber. Like, bro, what?
That not very many
After like he was working on the fucking railroad and shit, dude.
Style. And basically
like at least Boogie had a real fucking job and shit, dude.
The video game playthrough back in the day. I was. But most people won't give me credit for that because they wanted, oh, it was this person or this person. I was the person who made it mainstream popular on YouTube. And
no, he didn't. No, he wasn't though. It was PewDiePie, arguably. Alright, like, arguably. Phil was one of the first successful ones, but, like, he was never, bro, like, considered a fucking pioneer or a forerunner or some gay shit like that. You know, it's just like, he mass uploads shit at such a frequent rate, you couldn't avoid him. You couldn't avoid him if you're watching gaming content. And like I said, that's how I found Phil, back in, like, 2009, 10. When I first watched this fucking guy. And it wasn't because he's like a funny, cool guy. It's just he uploaded like gaming shit and I couldn't afford some of these fucking games. And I'm like, alright, whatever. You know?
Everyone else decided to run with it and change.
And I don't mind toxicity too much. So like if Phil called someone the F word, it kind of made me giggle sometimes. I'm an immature asshole too.
After that, you know,
I say the F word
story of how I
from
became
time to
popular
time.
for a 2 or 3 year period.
But it's mostly how he like fucking begs for money and treats other motherfucking people for no fucking reason sometimes, dude.
That affected me, how these groups
And the
of
lying,
detractors form
blatant
online
lying. I can't
social
stand a
communities around
fucking
hating
liar
on
or
me.
manipulator.
And
That's
how
Yeah,
what I
he's
hate.
just
everything,
straight
how
up
they staged
lying,
attacks
dude.
against me to ruin the business, and how I went on a bit
You
of a
ruined the
decline
business.
as a result
Bitch,
of
you
stagnation
ruined
and
your
bad
own
choices on my
business.
part,
You
but just
fucking
as much
moron.
their
You went
actions as
bankrupt.
well.
You
And
ruined
basically
your
doing all
own
of that
business,
in a
you
way
stupid
that,
moron.
number one, covers facts, but also
Number one,
is
covers
entertaining.
facts.
Because
Make
ultimately,
shit
the
up in
last thing you
lines
want
for
to
me.
do
Is what he
is
means.
have a documentary about
Oh
someone
yeah,
that's
Slow
bullied,
Beef. I remember
okay?
Slow Beef.
That Boogie documentary is sad. I don't
Your
want to
life
make a
is
documentary
sad.
about me that's sad. What's the point? I don't want people crying and having a sob story about Darkside Phil. My life is not a sob story.
Yes, it
It's
is.
interesting.
No, it
It's
isn't.
not. Yo,
Your life
it
is
really
pathetic.
is. It's a fucking comedy of dramatic errors, dog.
Yep.
It's literally, if it was a
It's
movie,
pathetic.
it'd go under the fucking, like, comedy. I don't know. Like, what would you put it under? Like a buddy cop, some kind of gay buddy cop
an
movie?
autobiography or whatever. Maybe one day I would, but I never really
Educational
thought
comedy.
about that. And then when I start talking to Mike, he's like, "No, your story is interesting." The more
It's
I
like a
hear, the more
drama
I'm hooked.
comedy.
He just
Yeah, like
he's
a Truman
admitting this
Show,
guy
dude.
sucked me up.
About you, you know, about how this journey happened or whatever. This is not a crying situation about how awful things are. My life is not awful, right?
It is
But
it.
it stands to
Yo,
reason that
Phil, that's probably the most truthful fucking thing Phil has said all year so far. My life is not that awful. The guy who begs for groceries, right? Who sits here and complains that he has to eat a lunch meat sandwich, dude. Sits here and literally cries and complains about how the whole world is against him and he never gets a shot. He cries about money and bills and how you need to help him with it and humph-a-rumph, dog. Literally sat here and told you, my life ain't that bad. It ain't. It ain't. You get to sit on your fucking dumb ass and make $120,000, bro. Being an incompetent fucking F-word all day and night. Like, that's the fucking life. And then you get to get drunk all day and night. And then you get to fucking sit here and eat like a king. You don't have to worry about shit. Other motherfuckers sit here and pay your bills for you. Like, literally, it's fucking maximum living, minimum efforts out here.
to actually have a fair documentary about me that
The
covers
dude's living
everything.
like a
My
fucking
whole history,
Philadelphia
not just
lawyer and
the
shit,
bullshit
dude.
conspiracies and negative shit
he's
about
chilling.
me. Not to say that stuff won't be in it, but to cover
Phil
everything
lives like a
fairly
dictator,
and again,
dog.
in an entertaining manner. That's really the key here, is to make something that you guys want to watch. That's not just for my haters. It's not just for my fans. It's actually for an outsider as well. Someone who's never heard of me, but you say, you know, I hear the name Darkside Phil every once in a while. I wonder about this guy. What about, you know, can I learn about him? This is the documentary you're going to watch. This hour or 2 hours, however long it ends up being. This is going to be your go-to piece of content to watch. All right? And you're going to watch it and say, okay, there you go. That's what he's about. And then you can judge for yourself. Hey, maybe you... You want to come by and check out my content based on the documentary. Or maybe you're zero interest and you'll never check me out, and that's okay too, right? But at the very least, this is really, it seems to me, okay, that this is the only chance that I really have to have a neutral party be involved in making something that actually is fair. That Side Scrollers interview was a complete attempt.
I know I was
at
muted.
getting
Sorry.
me to look bad and get me to confess to shit I didn't do. There was no point to doing it, but I didn't know that at the time. I was promised all these things, and it was all lies, all bullshit, right? The whole thing was basically a front for them to propel themselves to popularity, which, yeah, that really worked. But still, you get it? Like, something like this is different. And that's what I mean, like, what you guys don't understand, because I know some people are reacting negatively to it, and fair enough, and I understand why. Here's why.
I'll tell you why you feel the way you
I've never
feel.
gotten a fair shake before. Never. You're right. Every single person has screwed me over.
Excuse me?
Tried to do
I've
something,
never gotten
right?
a fair shake ever.
Everybody.
That's the point. Now, here's the thing.
Never,
Does this
guys.
mean
Mom, Dad,
that there's no one going to be involved
John,
negatively? Of course not.
Rambo,
They're going to be in there.
Leanna.
Everyone's going to be in this thing. I mean it.
Side
Everyone
scrollers,
who's
bro.
gonna be in this damn
Everybody
thing, it's gonna
fucks
be
him over.
entertaining for that very reason.
Everybody
But
hates
here's
Phil.
the thing. I get to respond to all the bullshit, right? When you get one of these talking head idiots on there saying something about me, I get to talk back.
What do you mean?
It's not just them yelling at their audience and their audience saying, hey, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Instead, I actually find
That's literally your fucking audience, you dipshit.
And that's the point.
That's literally your
this
audience.
Isn't gonna work out the way Phil thinks. I don't know what kind of
Spilled my
delusion
coffee.
he has in
Now
his
I'm
fucking
pissed.
head, but
A good thing it didn't break
this
my
isn't
bong
gonna
or
be
get in my
something
dabs.
Where people watch
So,
this
that's okay.
documentary and they see the fucking light.
I need
Phil's
some
an
air.
amazing man. Wow. You know, like, whoa, he gives to the poor. My favorite part of the doc was seeing Phil and Kat go to the soup kitchen. You ain't gonna see no bullshit like that. Like, bro, it's gonna be Phil, right? Meh, 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 meh. It's not fair. And he's gonna be like, dude, droning on about the helicopter company and the fucking John Howard and the Project Sevens and bullshit. It's gonna be bullshit from Phil's mouth.
This is my format to finally do it.
And I don't know what he's
I can
thinking.
respond to that.
Why is he saying this?
But if
I can respond
them
to
here,
it.
No one hears it. If I
Everybody hears it, Phil. Everybody hears it, dude.
respond to them in the documentary.
You hear it every
now that
fucking
same
day, you
audience that just
dipshit.
heard the toxicity gets to hear my response to it. You see? And again, I want you to understand something.
I
This
want you
is
to
not
understand.
going
I'm
to
not
be
lying here, guys.
ultra serious at all times. This is going to be fun. It's going to be a project that is going to have a lot of content in it, the kind of which you've not seen from me. Okay? It's not just going to be me sitting here on my
Well, I
chair
know that. Look,
doing games and talk.
look, Phil's gonna be sitting on a park bench. Mike's gonna be talking to Phil at the park. You know, we might get some clips of Phil walking around the grocery store, you know, like those little clips that they'll be put in over, like, voiceover shit while Phil's talking.
I'm just a simple guy, you know. I have a cat, and I have my wife, and, you know, we like to go grocery shopping,
You know, it shows him going to the grocery store, getting the cart. You know, then it shows him and Kat, you know, putting food in each other's mouth. It's like gay. It's gonna be gay. It's gonna be fun for Phil. It's gonna be fun because he's not gonna be sitting there getting made fun of while the documentary's being made. But watch, I'm gonna restream the fuck out of that, Phil. All of us are, dog. And we're gonna sit here and pick apart every single thing, Phil, and it's gonna blow up in your face like an atom bomb.
Talking to you.
It's gonna
What's
be the
point?
same as
It's literally
last
the
year,
whole
bro.
documentary.
And then you're gonna be talking
You
shit
just sit
about
here saying,
Mike.
well, here's the truth about that. Here's the truth
Mike
about that.
betrayed me.
No one
Everyone
cares about
betrays
it,
me.
right?
It's gonna be the same fucking
So,
shit.
that's the whole difference. My goal is that when this thing comes out, okay,
Like, Jaha better be in it. Mike better be doing some footwork, motherfucker. Phil acts like he doesn't do that. Dude, by nature, sitting on your ass and playing fucking video games is the same as me fucking watching low count on my stream. the same fucking thing, bro. Phil didn't create the games. He didn't voice act the game. He didn't bankroll the game. All this fucking retard does is beg for people to buy the game for him. Then he autistically stumbles through it, and he calls that fucking content. He thinks he's better than you. He really thinks he's like a
You can't get too loud.
no, I fucking recognize it.
You can't get too loud.
No.
Right? Really? Honestly?
Mike Holmes, the definitive fucking source. Oh, that'd be the day.
My core audience is gonna be with me no matter what. You know the truth. I've already told the stories, right? You're gonna get, even you guys are gonna get some good stuff out of this documentary. Trust me. There's gonna be funny scenes. There's going to be information you've never heard before. You know what I'm saying?
No,
There's
Phil.
gonna be interesting stuff.
No
right?
shot.
And again, I totally understand. Because there's people in the chat right now who I don't trust.
Head to ChumbaCasino.com. Play for fun. Play for free. Always. With hundreds of games at Chumba Casino.
We. No, I'm fucking you. Not even your fucking viewers. It's been a you situation, my guy.
Forget about it.
Everything that I do has an impact on everyone around me, and I know that.
Nope. So it only affects you, bro.
Wow, okay. You guys already jumped on?
Loser money. That's about it.
And I hear this is very different from everything that I'm involved with. It's professional, right? I've got, there's agreements in place. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
this
Phil
is
got paid.
On the up and up. Going to be something.
Phil got paid for this for sure, guys.
I'm not saying this. By the way, by no means whatsoever is this kind of a kiss my ass thing either. I want you to understand that,
bro. Okay, that's a nugget of truth. The fact that Phil has to say that and emphasize all that, it's not gonna be a puff piece. It is. There are gonna be a bunch of fucking parts, bro. They're probably gonna make us throw the fuck up. And that's okay. Whatever. Just expect it. He's trying to say, Phil, shut up. I don't believe you, you fucking liar.
I'm a flawed.
Yeah, let's believe the narcissistic fucking liar that's done nothing but narcissistically lie to people for almost 20 fucking years.
And I've fessed up to them. The thing is, no one hears that. No one hears that Phil admitted he did something wrong. Instead, it's just, he's this pig-headed guy who says that he's the best guy ever, right? That's not the case, but no one hears.
But he does! Dude, he does! I do this. This is why I'm different from other content creators, you see? I'm all about positivity, and we don't do all of the toxic bullshit. And when you come at me with toxicity, you're banned. We want to have a nice environment.
That music was obnoxious, and for some reason, my controller was stuck having me walk fucking backwards.
Don't have to use other people to get ahead. Then he begs you for all your fucking money.
Yep. For groceries and every fucking thing.
This is sick, bro. This is a dope podcast.
I don't think you need to worry as much as you do, especially because, as I said,
you do.
I'm in a situation here where
I'm in control.
It's very different from everything else. It's not, it's just an interview.
I'm in a little more control than I normally get.
It's going to be done.
That's why it's going to be different.
All right.
It's going to be a bunch of lies.
Actually give my side. It's going to give exclusive
it's gonna allow me to lie to you guys, dude.
It's gonna be very different.
Lean in, Manual.
Phil's gonna wave blank
Lean in, Manual.
In front of Mike and his camera, dude. I have the papers right here. See, look. Phil's gonna show us old bank statements that don't really mean shit. See, how could it be me? This bank statement's gonna be from like a month where he wasn't spending hardcore amounts of money. So how? None of the detractors even seen this bank statement. Oh yeah, Phil, totally.
That way. All right.
There's gonna be a bank statement, bro, from 2009 and shit.
It's something that's not happening right away. This is something that is gonna take months and months to put together. something of this scale and magnitude. You know, this is basically kind of a Netflix level.
Anubis, that's true.
Documentary about me.
But that's why I'm throwing the theory out there too that I think Mike is just trying to like keep Phil on his leash. Yeah.
So to be transparent with all of you, yes, this is going to affect me this year. There's going to be filming around here. There's going to be filming in studios. You know what I say? It's going to be a high level thing. This is not fucking around and just doing a few video clips edited together like all the other documentaries about me. This is actually a real product. You understand?
It's a real bro, what the fuck ever. Mike's product isn't as real as anybody else's shit. Just because he's using a lot of money. Bro, if I had as much money as fucking Mike, bro, I could fucking pull an op and do a documentary on Phil. I'd have to be nice to him, though. You know, like, Mike is playing the fucking game, I feel like. I really want to fucking believe that. I think Mike is just playing the fucking game.
I don't have all these...
Hello,
he can get
Ninja
his
Turtle.
bag at the end of the day.
Obviously, they're going to want to film me at work.
This fucking guy doesn't work.
It's gonna be Phil sitting, staring at his screen, waiting for a percentage bar to fill up, dude, on the upload shit. And then him searching his fucking email's gonna be a clip.
Okay, where are we going?
You know, of him.
Yeah, I've been here 6 days a week. I work really hard, but one-man operation,
You know, it's gonna be a voiceover like that, while there's clips of him checking emails for people, for, you know, shit he gets sent, his thumbnails, and all that shit.
Right, got my thumbnails, and that's my work shit.
Then it cuts back to Phil's condo, as the sun rises.
I usually start my day very
It's gonna be so fucking cringe. I'm so excited, dude. I'm actually so excited to see this shit, to see how it comes out.
Stream because I'm gonna have to go film a bunch of stuff.
This is gonna be such a huge dub for us, guys. You don't even know.
So when I know all about that stuff, all right, I'm gonna let you guys know what's going on. So you'll know, okay, this week, guys, 2 days, I'm not gonna be here on stream.
I want that one too.
Because I'm gonna be off filming, and then I'll be back, right?
All right. I'm
And
right
also,
behind you, Tree Man.
I can't be spoiling this thing constantly because people are going to constantly be bombarding me with questions. So what's going to be in it? And what's going to be this? And what's going to be that? And what, you know what I mean? You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Gotcha.
I can't be spoiling the whole dang thing. I know a lot of people want that. I'm not going to spoil the whole. What's the point of it if I tell you everything we're doing in it, right? So if from time to time, as I'm working on it over the course of 2024, there's some stuff that I want to share with you. Maybe there's
Dude, when you just shoot for the center, that whole up and down thing really doesn't work.
Or something to show you, hey, we're working together, and here's, you know what I'm saying?
People only think you shoot for the head or something.
Like you doing some big boy shit, bro.
Do that to share, but it's not going to be spoiling the entirety of the whole thing.
Center mass.
There's a ton of things in here you're not going to hear about at all till it comes out. It's going to be 100% under wraps. Exciting stuff you're only going to see in this documentary. Again, the whole point is to get everyone who wants to learn about me to watch this thing. I think it's going to be fascinating to see my story and then to see how people have reacted to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at all these people on the internet who crap on Phil. Right?
Hey, look, it's getting you.
What? Right? It's fascinating. And also...
Snake kiss. Oh, that snake kiss. For what? I don't get why people don't like me.
One of the things that I want to get out of
That's one of the things, Phil, that fucking conniving little attitude. Like, you think you're getting away with shit,
how
bro.
I can actually improve. Because that's
they're gonna see.
Hey, Dumpy, you should pair up with the Fishman.
If Mike sits here and does nothing but a puff piece,
you're doing everything wrong.
It's my job to sit here and pick that shit apart and show the truth. So
be
fuck
just
you,
like
man.
you. Maybe I don't want to be you, right? Not everyone wants to be exactly the same. So there's going to be a lot of interesting things out of this, right? There is, absolutely. So basically, there's going to be tons of different stuff in this thing. Tons.
Right? Guys, I'm telling you.
As I said,
get
I'll
your
let
documents
you know when I have more
ready.
information. Okay, I don't
Get your
have all
shit
the information.
organized.
You know, we have to.
So you could just
have to get to
refute
the point where
Phil
things
right
are
off
hashed out
rip,
dates
dude.
wise. So I can tell you right now, it won't even be soon. Like it'll probably at the earliest a couple of months before we even start work on this thing when it comes to like filming and in-person stuff. So it's not like, oh well, you just gave us a schedule for the month and now everything's different. No. This probably won't even be until, you know, maybe some work in March, April, and then probably some more. And from what I'm gonna understand time frame wise, this is something that's gonna come out much later in the year. This is
probably
not
gonna come out
again,
like
this is a professional
beginning of
thing.
fall,
this is
not like middle into
something
summer.
rushed out in a month, and it's just edited clips. That's not the intention. Okay.
It is edited clips, bro. He is such a retard. Okay, like when you take footage of something, Phil. All right, whether it's Mike Klum and his fancy production cameras and studios and lights. Dude, you're taking something you're filming, Phil, and you're putting it into a fucking editor and you're editing clips. I know you don't edit shit, Phil, so you don't know how editing goes, but that's what Mike's doing. Stop fucking, bro, you're glazing him so bad. Get the fucking jizz off your lip. Mike is literally just like Rich Chill Murray, bro. That's it.
So,
that's
this
all.
is a big endeavor.
That's all.
You know, I told you guys I have
Rich
a lot of
Chill
things in
Murray,
process
bro.
for 2024. DSP
Trust me, my
Throwback
shit would
is
be
one of
way
them,
better
and
too
that's
if
the
I
one
had
that's
way
coming
more
soonest.
fucking money to invest
This
in
documentary
way more
about
expensive equipment.
is another one, and that's coming later.
I'd be doing
much
full body
later in the year.
V-tubing and shit,
I
bro.
would, you know,
that
maybe
shit
summer,
costs
maybe
thousands of
fall.
dollars.
I don't know. It depends on a lot of factors.
Cooking with Chill. I could buy expensive ass cameras just like Mike, right?
But
and
just so you
hire
know
an
what's coming.
editor and shit.
And when
like Mike ain't
more
that
stuff
fucking
is
great,
available to
bro.
talk about,
His
there are some stuff
documentaries
that we're
aren't that
talking
great
about. I'm
either.
sure Mike and I
Stop
will tell
glazing
everybody.
him.
Okay.
What the
So
fuck, Phil?
You can ask me questions, but chances are I'm not going to answer a lot of these questions until specifics are hashed out and we're ready to talk about it. Because I feel like a lot of the time,
yeah, of course.
Just get everything in early. I'm not going to tell you everything early, right?
If Black Chill Murray is fucking poor,
to
what do
make
you
this
think
perfectly
Rich
clear,
Chill Murray
this
would
is
be?
not the Boogie
Black
documentary
hell no.
at all. This is not
Hell
the
no.
intention of the Boogie documentary. That whole documentary had a different vibe and a different take to it, and that's where basically Boogie and Mike wanted to go with that. And this is completely different. I made it very clear up front. I'm not Boogie. I'm not some sad story where we're gonna be talking about how awful my fuck.
This is another version of Phil saying, "I'm not a lowcow. I'm not a lowcow. You're the lowcow. They're the lowcows." Phil doesn't think that he's on the same level of Boogie. If anything, Phil's the king of the retards. He is, bro. Well, Chris Chan's home. Like, Phil's like the prince. He's the prince of the provinces of retardation, dude.
Fucking life is and everything.
He really doesn't want to believe. He doesn't think he is. I'm not Boogie.
I have a good life every day. I have a great time with my audience. We all have a bunch of fun. You know, all the idiots outside of my streams are the ones who are miserable, have to talk shit all day, not me. I have a great time with my life. So there's, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing.
That's a true too. He does have a good time, bro. Gambling away with your fucking tip buddies and shit. He does. Eating expensive food and fucking gambling all day, man.
In this, that's going to be, oh my god. Not to say that we're not
Phil
gonna
gets
touch
off
upon
on that
serious
shit.
stuff
Yeah, dude.
from
It's a
my
great
past.
life
you guys
for him.
know about my history. You know about all the problems and trials and
I
tribulations.
love when he
I've
just
been
admits
through.
all that shit.
Business-wise
And then he's gonna
and
go and
personally.
complain
You know, I've
about
told
his
you all
life
these
later.
stories
Like,
before.
it's so
but again,
hard.
This is going to be the focused place where I talk about it, right? All at once. And if you want to know anything about Darkside Phil, this is where you go for it. And
Wasn't that what the fucking side scrollers interview was supposed to be?
Once this is done, 'cause this is a lot of time and effort and work going into this thing. This is going to be time away from my work, time away from streams for you guys.
Phil got paid, bro. You got paid. Shut the fuck up. That's why you're okay with it too. That fucking, I bet you Mike probably slid Phil like a 4-figure check, dude.
Done. That is that.
There's one comma
You know
in
what
that
I'm saying?
motherfucker
That is that.
at least.
It's done. It's, you know, I'm not doing another one of these damn things unless like aliens land and I have a story of how I won when I fought the aliens or something. You know what I mean? Like something wild. This is my story to be told. And after this, I just want to continue to do what I love for a living and not have to bother with this shit anymore.
That's what he thinks.
But I feel like this is my fair chance to have a fun, informative, interesting documentary be made about me rather than it just be hit piece, hit piece, hit piece, hit piece, or even worse than that. You wanna know what's worse than a hit piece? Because here's the thing, with a hit piece, all right.
Wow,
you can tell when it's
he really thinks that, like,
right? When you watch someone who really doesn't
everything
like
we
someone
say and present about him is just slander.
You're not gonna have
just lies,
normal people watch a hit piece. The only people who watch that stuff are people who actually don't like the person already, and they just kind of want to laugh at piling on, right? There's tons of people out there who don't like me. Their entire existence on the internet is anti-Phil. What's worse than a hit piece is someone who presents themselves as if they're a neutral party and doing it fairly, but literally all they do is regurgitate the conspiracy and toxicity that the hit piece people did. But they'll, oh, you see, well, this is what everyone says about them. Yeah, but all you did was regurgitate the bad. Did you actually say anything good? Did you talk to a single person about good stuff about me? Dude. Or did you only just literally regurgitate the same?
So is Mike gonna go to Mama and Daddy Burnell's, dude? Oh, my son Philip, he's such a astute, smart, well-spoken man. He was always really, really good at the Street Fighter. Oh, it would frustrate me and Paul sometimes, because we would ask him to clean his room. We would be like, Philip, can you go clean your room before you run to the arcade with your pals? And, you know, but Phil was always just a good boy. And we gave him everything. He got everything he wanted. You know, like,
everyone said for the last 10 years.
Oh, Phil, you got picked on in school a little because, you know, he is a little odd, but he persevered.
Because the funny part is they say lol cows, right? But the thing is, when as much as they say they're milking someone for content, you want to know who they're really milking? The detractors. Every moment that one of those people make one of those documentaries, all they're doing is milking the detractors for their views and money. Because my fans don't care. I don't care.
Yes, they do. Bro, if your fans didn't care, Phil, they wouldn't have bugged you about it last night. What the fuck, dude?
Watch it. It's them that they're milking, not me. Yeah, sure, it's about me, but you literally didn't even say anything new. All you did was regurgitate the toxic shit, and you milk them.
I can't believe the amount of shit this guy is making up here.
It doesn't come from me.
You know what I'm saying? Me.
So in this case, yes, this documentary will absolutely address some of the conspiracies and toxic things that are said about me. 100% those will be addressed. But at the same time, there's going to be the more fair human aspect to it. Addressing me as a person, my history, what I stand for, what kind of content I put out today.
You don't stand for
gives a shit what the fuck you stand for, dude.
It's going to be very, very different. All right?
Yeah, you stand for begging.
Like I said, I will have way more
stands
information
up to
about
stretch
this
and take a piss. That's all he stands
right
for.
Right now, it's too early to give you any specifics, nor would I really want to give you specifics.
And I love
got double teamed.
Bro, I swear to
Trash.
God, he has to have level 10
Trash.
fucking
Jujutsu
Riz,
Kaisen's
dude.
fucking garbage.
Because at the end of the day, like, bro, Mike's end goal, bro, is to make a documentary, right, where he's gonna get a lot of views and a lot of fucking money. Like, that's it for Mike. After Mike finishes with Phil, he ain't gonna fucking answer Phil's calls no more. Phil's gonna be like, hey, Mike. Oh, hey, how you doing, buddy? I was wondering, no, boop. Phil, our association is over per the contract, bud. Sorry.
Because that would give away too much, you know? And I'm gonna have meetings with Mike where we're gonna plan and discuss things, and then we're gonna have filming sessions and stuff, and I'm gonna keep you all in the loop on that, so you know what to expect with all of that, because I want you to know when I'm gonna be here, when I'm not gonna be here, you know, what's going on, okay? And like I said, there will absolutely be stuff that will
I got
be
double
shared
teamed
over the course of the year, whether it's I could put out an exclusive clip on the channel as a preview.
I got double teamed
in this project, and to get you guys hyped up for it. Because again, it's not just for people who don't like me. It's not just for people who like me. This is for everyone. This is supposed to be a video you can watch.
That's every video on YouTube,
all
Phil.
All kinds of stuff about me. If you just heard the name Darkside Phil, maybe you only saw one clip of me ever, and you want to hear my story. That's what the point of this documentary is. You see. So there you go. So now the beans have been spilled to the point where at least you have a general understanding.
Bro, Phil ain't said shit that we already didn't know. Phil didn't say anything. Phil's just like, oh, I bet I have to talk about it now. That's all.
Of what this is going to
Phil
be.
didn't say shit,
right.
bro.
And again, the funny part about this
Phil
is,
just sat here and fucking glazed up Mike.
I think that Mike is going to try to screw you. How? Like, why would he do that? Because if he does, who else would ever work with this guy ever again?
A bunch of
Right?
people.
If
What?
Mike becomes known as the guy
There's
who
verifiable
Dude,
proof that the dude
no
lied
one will
about
work
Boogie.
with Mike ever again if he makes that documentary, dude. And it is such a fucking glob-slobbing fucking piece, dude, that is just so untruthful and transparently just crap. Dog, every fucking comment so negative. He has to sit here and turn those shits off and hunt for rough. He's gonna get tore up on the kiwi farms. You know, all that shit's gonna happen to Mike. And I'm pretty sure he's well aware of some of the consequences here.
God damn it, it's the same
He
fucking
has
guy.
to be, bro.
Hey,
who would
Jujutsu
ever wanna
Kaisen.
work with Mike ever again? Do you think he's doing it for a one-off video?
Jujutsu
and he's running
Kaisen
and never
fucking
making content
trash,
ever again? That doesn't
bro.
make any sense.
He's not making content about you ever again. He's probably going to make a documentary about Boogie or LTG, and he's going to do the same thing. He's going to offer him money, treat them very, very well, bro, get his job done, and fucking leave. Like, this is literally a job for him, bro. Like, a job. And he takes it seriously, Phil. And I know you're not used to that. And you're used to us, a bunch of jackasses that literally just do this for fun. Mike ain't doing this for fun, homie.
Wants to make good content.
Good job,
No,
guys.
he wants to make good amounts
right?
of money,
That's the
Phil. That's all.
So there you go. Okay? Alright, so anyway, that's that. Now, I have a few quick shout-outs to do. We're going to get through those, and I'm sure you guys are going to probably have questions, and I'll field your questions for as much as I possibly can. But again, alright, basically, what I want to do is answer as much quick, but I want to kind of get this out of the way. When I start playing Baldur's Gate, I want to play Baldur's Gate. When I play Sea of Stars, I want to play Sea of Stars.
I want to talk about the drama. I
want
want to talk about the CD board. If you talk about it later, you're bad.
Go from there. Okay? And by the way, I'll call this out now. Trying to prove anything to people is a waste of time. It's better to move on with your life. You're right.
You're a fucking moron, Phil. You're an actual fucking moron.
That's not the point of this documentary. It's a real documentary. See, here's the thing. You guys are completely misunderstanding because you have only seen toxic shit about me on the internet. That's the difference here.
Phil,
when you hear, oh, it's a documentary about Phil, you turn it on and the whole thing's negative stuff about me for 2 hours. Oh, well, you don't, alright. So, is this documentary going to be Phil just responds to that for 2 hours? No. No. It's real. This is a real documentary. This is, again, what people don't get because you haven't seen a real thing about me yet. You literally haven't seen one. I would say the closest one that came to this was the Frederick Knudsen documentary from many, many years ago. But that got a lot wrong, had limited information, right? It was, and by the way, it's incredibly outdated at this point. You see?
You see?
So
Correct.
I agree with Abdullah. If this entire thing was 2 hours of me directly responding to people shitting on me and just saying, oh, that's wrong, there's no point. You're absolutely right. Then there would be no point to doing it. Zero. But that's not what this is going to be. I'll tell you that right now. Okay? Okay.
Bro, it's gonna be such a gay fucking documentary.
Alright, so
I'm so
let's
excited
do some
to watch
shout-outs.
it and just laugh
Alright,
at it. Like, bro, I can't wait to see the cheesy fucking edits of like slow motion, bro, of Phil outside. I can already see it. There's gonna be a clip of Phil cuddling Jasper like an autistic child, and the camera's gonna slowly pan around him, right, as he's cuddling Jasper, and the sunlight's, beautifully beaming off his big head. It's like a beautiful slow motion shot. It's gonna be like a zoom in clip of him and Kat sitting on the TV holding hands. It's gonna be so fucking phony, bro. Because we know how Phil be living out here. They're gonna push the separate beds together.
I'm sure you guys are gonna have to, right? So let's do some shout-outs.
I fucking can't wait.
It looks like Snow Carl re-upped his membership for 19 months. He says he likes my wardrobe. I've matured. This is my older Nautica sweater. I own 2 Nautica sweaters. Both of these are 15 plus years old. These are from the office days when I used to work at the helicopter company. So this is the other one.
Well, that's like the only positive shit I can see in the documentary. It's gonna be like all these clips where we actually see Phil when he's not like screaming at people and streaming games and being a stupid bitch and begging for cash, right?
I don't think so.
And it's gonna be like Phil talking at the park with Mike, or like Phil. I don't know. And there's probably gonna be like Jaha, and Mike's probably gonna travel around and visit people like Jaha if he's gonna be in it. You know, maybe Tevin. I can see Tevin probably being interviewed. Like, I don't know. But I know Mike's putting that kind of fucking polish on it for the most part. I hope.
Let's see here.
So, like, yeah, Phil isn't going to sit here and just bitch about trolls and detractors and hump around. But he might bring it up. But it's going to be a very generic documentary about Phil and his story and his life with his input about it all. So, you know, you got to take it all.
Yes, you did.
Seriously, when I hear nonsense like that,
just enjoy how
you literally said it would be long and forgotten.
I never chat talked Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes, you did.
I always said it was probably a fine game, but I didn't.
No, you didn't.
And now here we are.
No, you literally said, Phil, that it's just a PC game, and PC games like Baldur's Gate aren't as good as console games, and as soon as Starfield comes out, everyone's gonna forget about Baldur's Gate 3, and then Baldur's Gate 3 wins all the awards. All the awards, bro. Every single fucking one down here.
So Anime Slayer tipped me $1 and says, Mike seems neutral, but this seems like it's revolving around drama. I don't see how telling my life story is all about drama.
It is, because his life is nothing but drama.
Not a drama. Again,
there's no positivity in his life, like at all. Will there be some fun
stuff in this and funny stuff? Yes, there will. It's not ultra serious. It's not a 1 hour boring go to sleep documentary, but it's also not an hour long hit piece against me, but it's not an hour long kiss my butt. It's an hour long interesting piece about my actual life history. That's mostly, I would say, would make more sense for outsiders. But for those who like me, you're gonna like it. For those who don't like me, you're gonna
get whiplashed.
But this is not. Again,
if they watch that documentary, they go into Phil shit thinking he's some cool regular guy.
And so when you see content about me that's only purely negative, you immediately say, "So this is just gonna be nonstop drama." No. I mean, I don't think so.
This guy's life is a fucking anime. It really is, bro.
My life isn't drama.
Oh, okay. Now I get that. Now I finally understand that. Right? I've heard about that, but I don't get that.
We done separated his life into sagas and fucking arcs, bro, like a manga. Like, come on. That's how dramatic your life has to be. You can separate it into fucking arcs, homie. Get out of here. Phil's capping, bro.
Okay. Let's continue. I received a $20 tip from 1 Minute Man. He's talking about Baldur's Gate 3. So thank you, 1 Minute Man, for the $20 contribution, and let's see what he has to say. Oops, I was putting it in the wrong spot. If I could type today, apparently I can't. Okay. So 1 Minute Man says, in confined spaces, you can place crates or movable objects to block enemy access to ladders and doorways, keeping them locked in or away from you. Also, gunpowder barrels can take out multiple enemies without missing. Collect them. Yeah, I don't understand that because I don't know how to...
Wow. Yeah, wow, bro. What retarded advice. Like, what scrubby retarded advice. Collect gunpowder barrels and take up so much inventory room and space, you won't be able to really pick up shit else. Just so you could cheese even more than you already are. Yeah, sure, Phil.
In the environment.
Dude, amazing. You see what these fucking ditheads are doing?
Like, I can't click and drag. Like, it doesn't
You're straight up just dragging him through the whole game, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, I think that there's a lot of mechanics in this game that PC players are used to. But I don't know how on earth that would translate into, the game on console, right? Like, I know you could pick objects up and place them down. I'm aware of that. But I don't actually know how to move. I can lift it and put it in my inventory. I can place it down in the environment by walking and dropping. But I don't know how you would like move something exactly. Like, let's say for example, I wanted to stack boxes. How do I do that? It seems like that's a tutorial in itself.
How do I do that?
And the game has never
How do I
explained
stack
that,
boxes
right?
on each other?
I'm sure it's a viable mechanic that a lot of people who've played the
No, that has to be like garbage on console. Dude, with mouse and keys, you just pick shit up and drag and drop it.
This game have practiced and learned. But how do you do it? The game didn't explain it, right? Do you have to put everything into your inventory and then find a way to walk to a spot and manually place it in front of you?
This guy can't do
anything.
anything.
You can throw. Could you throw the objects? Are the objects too heavy to throw? You see what I mean? Like, maybe this will be very viable in certain parts. Like when I'm trying to get through rooms and I can't reach platforms. You're probably right. I just don't understand exactly how it works, and I'm curious, you know. JDTV re-upped his membership for 7 months. He says, do you know if Mike plans to interview John Rambo? I'm sure Mike is going to be reaching out to lots of people. Whether or not those people decide to actually be involved in the project is up to them and him, you know, not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, you guys know my take on John Rambo, right? We worked together for many years. We were friends. When I moved, the friendship eroded. Basically, he felt like the only reason we were friends was for work. I disagree, but I probably came across in the wrong way, and that's my fault, and I fessed up to that. We haven't spoken since 2015, right? So it's been almost 9 years. At this point, there's no friendship there. There's no discussion to even be had.
Phil, he asked you if John Rambo's gonna be in the documentary. He didn't ask for all this, Phil. He didn't ask for all this juice, bro.
Between me and him.
What the fuck?
Now, if Mike reached out to John Rambo and said, hey, I'd like to interview you about the years that you worked with Phil, and he says, yeah, I'll do that, then great. What's wrong with that? I have no problem with that. I told you, I've already kind of fessed up to the things that I've done wrong. I know that I mismanaged my friendships and relationships in the past. I've said it.
I know.
2 years
I
ago,
just
I
don't
reacted
care.
to the John and Howard
Phil knows. He just doesn't give a fuck, man.
slam video, whatever you want to call it.
He's a
And I told you
narcissist.
how that
People
was
are
the first
just
time
tools,
I
bro.
ever
Like
heard that stuff from them.
screwdrivers
I
and
didn't have
fucking
any
hammers,
concept
dog.
that was how they felt. I feel awful about it, right?
He never
And
feels awful.
It sucks because if I
he just
known
she
that
shrugs
at
his
the time, I
shoulders and he
probably
moves on.
changed
Like the
way that things
tool
were going,
outlived
but it
their
was never
usefulness,
really
right?
explained to
The
me,
tool
which is
doesn't want to
hilarious,
work
'cause in
for
that
me
video, they
anymore. He
claim they
puts
said
the
time
tool
and time
down, he
again, it's
moves
like,
the
yeah,
fuck on, looks
everything's
for
gonna be
another
different.
one.
First, we're talking about Project 7. Then we're talking about a comment about a Project 7 video. Then we're talking about something completely unrelated, but you act like it was a line of stuff that was happening over and over that didn't. Like, that's not how it actually happened. But the point I'm making here is, I made those mistakes. This is 9+ years ago, last time I talked to the guy. Anything they interview him about is going to be about my ancient past, and he has the right to speak up if he feels like it. Yeah. If Mike wanted to reach out to John Rambo, why on earth would I be like, oh no, you know? So it's really up to him and who he wants to talk to and who wants to talk to him. Because you got to understand another thing too, is that a lot of people from my past are just that. They're from my past. And
yeah,
now that
tools.
they're out of this whole
the tools are done being
right?
used, bro.
Maybe one of the major reasons why John doesn't want to ever be involved ever again is because he doesn't want to be in the public eye.
No, because he doesn't want to be associated with you because you're a horrible person. You took advantage of him, and you're trying to butt blame and put the blame onto everybody else because of you. Shut the fuck up, you lying asshole.
And they just want to have a private life again, and they don't want to have drama, right? So I wouldn't be shocked if tons of people from my past say they don't want to be involved whatsoever because they just don't want to be drawn into that. They got their own good thing going on with their lives. Why do they need to be drawn back into this internet drama vortex, right? That would be my take, but that's up to them. And if they want to be a part of it, that's up to them too, right? Even though this is a documentary about me, I also want you to understand that I am not ultimately 100% controlling everything. I'm not being like, so by the way, let's outline every single piece of the documentary, right? And I'm gonna tell you
this documentary is gonna be so unreliable.
Striking it completely from this documentary.
Like for sure, this is gonna be the most unreliable documentary like ever made about Phil. I could say that off for it.
No, I mean already one of the reasons you guys know that Mike is doing this documentary is because he's already reached out to detractors. He's reached out to other people who talk shit about me all the time because he wants to have those takes in the documentary.
Well, you
he
have
wants
to
hear from that community to to understand why they don't like
You
it.
have to, or it wouldn't be a fair documentary,
He wants
right,
everything.
Phil?
That's the point of a real documentary, is that you get all sides. Not, it's just one-sided to this or one-sided to that. It's that you get all takes. You understand? So there you go. Will I have a say when it comes to the final cut of the documentary? Yes, particularly when it comes to privacy. Obviously, when you're doing a documentary about something, right? Or
I'm not going to let him talk about the things that people want to actually know, because I don't want to admit to tax fraud, because I totally defrauded the government.
There's stuff that obviously, I've told you guys, there has been situations where I film in my kitchen and I accidentally left a statement on my countertop for my utility bill. And my detractors contacted the utility company, impersonated me, and tried to have my power shut off, right? So you can just imagine, right? You could just imagine the nonsense that could happen if they're filming and something accidentally gets revealed. You know what I'm saying? And now there's trouble. So that's the thing. Like, we're gonna, yes, there's gonna be filming. They're gonna be filming me working. There's gonna be all this stuff. But ultimately, you know, we're gonna be reviewing all of it. All right, and it's going to be made sure that nothing bad is that's harmful or anything like that would be in there. I don't care about someone giving an opinion. If he interviews someone and they have a negative opinion about me, I don't give two shits. That's the whole internet anyway, right? Like, the whole internet's full of that shit. But I do care if someone comes on, not someone comes on, if something is filmed that now is going to be revealing and is going to get me in, some kind of trouble because detractors now have information that they could use to hurt me and my family. You know what I'm saying?
Get me into trouble with detractors.
About, right?
He is so fucking ugly.
All right, we have a million things going on here. Fizzgig did a super chat. Will Cat and Jasper be in the doc? At this point, all right, we're in planning stages. Nothing's been filmed. Ideas are being discussed and things like that. Absolutely nothing is certain. Certainly.
Yep.
Certainly, I know people would want to see everyone who's part of my family unit be in this. But I'm not going to promise anything. You know me, I don't overpromise and underdeliver, right? That's me. That's my thing. I don't want to do that. So I am not going to tell you guys one thing and then have it not happen. So specifics on stuff like that, I'm simply not going to make any promises. Once we get stuff solidified, once we get things written, once we get stuff planned to be filmed and everything, then I'll give you a perfect example. I would love to have Jasper in this as a segment, but here's the problem. Jasper is deathly afraid of visitors. Whenever
no, he isn't.
House, he runs and hides
because you don't ever have visitors.
If it's someone coming for maintenance, a Comcast technician, anybody, literally anyone who comes to this house, he hides under the bed the whole time. And then he waits for them to leave, and then he comes out. And we've tried coaxing him and making him feel he's literally a scaredy cat around strangers. So would I love to have a segment with Jasper? Yes. I don't know if there's a person in here or people in here with cameras and stuff, if he's even gonna come out to play. You know what I'm saying? And he's an indoor cat. He's not leaving this house. You have to understand that. I'm not taking him to a studio to film the guy. He has to be at home and safe. So, that's what I mean. Like, we're so early in these stages, I can't promise you guys stuff about stuff like that, right? Truth is, you guys see him a lot on streams. Like, a few days a week, he's on streams, dancing around here, jumping on my chair and everything, right? But, okay, so guys, I got a lot more to shout out. I knew this was going to happen. I knew that the podcast was going to go extra, extra long today.
I know. I muted myself on purpose. I'm doing shit here in the background.
I have received an incredibly generous tip.
A $100 tip. It's $100.
Did you intend to send me this much?
It's $100. Watch.
Because this is crazy.
Well, shake it, babe.
This is one of the biggest contributions I've received in a long time.
Bro, it's the same retard giving you the same amounts of money. It's just a different fucking month. It's probably $100, $200, $150. Something stupid like that. Little shaky bait. Did you mean to send me this? Yeah, you did. Stupid fuck. Sends you that much money all the time, dude.
Okay.
$500? Sick.
You intended to send that. Okay. Little Shake and Bake has sent me a $200 tip.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, dude. Damn.
I don't miss. Fucking, I should work for FaZe, nigga, because I don't miss.
100 smackaroos.
I knew. That's a what? 200,
wow.
150?
Thank you so much, Little Shake
the
and
same
Bake.
amount
That's
of
crazy.
fucking money, bro.
All right. That, I'm not even kidding. That's one of the biggest tips I've received in ages. I think the last time I got a tip that big was June
I'm
of last
so
year
happy that I got money for doing nothing, guys. I didn't even contribute anything to society. I didn't offer my time or anything. I just turned on the stream, guys. That's all I did.
So I'll make the light vests eligible. Let's certainly get Little Shake and Bake up here on the leaderboard, okay?
Fucking
so
ridiculous, bro.
suffice it to say, we hit our goals for today when it comes to tips.
Suffice it to say, I made an adequate amount of money already, and I didn't have to do shit.
So fucking ridiculous, bro.
Again, because I'm wearing a sweater, I don't want to wear a heavy hat today either.
I don't want to wear a hat.
This one I haven't done in ages.
Just do what the fuck they paid for, you lion ass bitch.
See, I don't want to wear the bender hat. It's too hot. I want to wear lighter hats. Something that doesn't cover my ears, because that actually heats me up.
You're such a because you need the exhaust because your brain overheat because you're so stupid.
Crap. It's like every hat's gonna warm me up.
Every hat is just gonna warm me up, guys.
I wasn't expecting this level of support today, obviously. Hold on.
I wasn't expecting this.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. You more than likely orchestrated the shit behind the fucking scenes, dude. In your super secret Discord that you said doesn't exist. Even though we all have seen it. Some of us are even in it.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
Oh god, I hate how phony this fucker is.
Here's an interesting thing that's an option that I don't think I've ever even really done. I'm gonna put that in there. I don't think I've ever done that before. And
wow.
What's that?
Okay.
Alright, I'll put that in there too. Oh, okay, I know what to put in there. That's right. There's a hat also I haven't done in ages. Alright, so here we go. Okay, so Little Shake and Bake says the following. I'm excited for the documentary and for your Super Bowl marathon. That's right. Remember, I'm going to do a Super Bowl event coming up the day before the Super Bowl. I watch a lot of documentaries. It'll be cool to see one about someone I'm a fan of. Do you have childhood videos that could be included in the documentary? It would be awesome to see you opening your NES on Christmas. There are no videos from when I was a kid. Very well, my parents might have photos because they used to
such
take
a fucking
all the
douche.
time, and they have those photo albums. But I don't. We never had a video camera. You know, I wasn't rich or anything growing up. Video cameras were super expensive in the 80s and 90s. If you weren't aware, they were thousands of dollars. So let's see here. I'm very glad there'll be funny scenes. That's what I'm excited for. Exactly. The point is to make something that is a one-stop to know all about me.
That was literally what the side scrollers thing was supposed to be.
On the internet in both positive and negative ways.
That's what the side scrollers thing was supposed to be.
It's not to dispel all negativity about me. It's not a 2-hour debunking session. It's not, you know what I mean? It's also not 2 hours of just me kissing my own butt.
Yes, it will be. It will be.
That's the goal for you.
Yep.
I don't want to kiss.
Yeah,
okay, continuing on.
Yeah, you do. That's all you want to see, Phil.
Dan the man has tipped me $5 and says, "Hey Phil, what's going on, Dan? It's good to see you."
Fucking loser.
Thanks for being on the
Hey
stream.
Phil.
You see, I had the idea. People are voting for the Hogwarts Legacy Slytherin scarf, which I think is a good idea. Instead of a hat, wear a scarf. because that would go with the sweater. Actually, it's the same color too.
But
So
it would
reverse
make you
that, right?
warmer
So
to
you
wear
get
a
the idea of
fucking
the scarf, which
scarf,
you never
you dumbass.
wear.
A scarf is gonna make
I
you
received a
warm.
$2
What?
tip
This dumbass
from
really thinks
Alberto.
his ears
I'm gonna
are
ask you, Luke,
exhaust
why didn't you play
ports.
the Avatar game? 2 reasons.
Because he's
Number
a
one,
dumbass and he's a
because
moron.
supposedly it played exactly like Far Cry. Like people who ended up playing the game
Exactly.
said it's not a bad game.
Oh, I want to punch him in
but
the
it
face.
doesn't really do anything new. It's
I hate the way
definitely
he
Far
talks
Cry
and
with
over
an Avatar
enunciates
skin
everything.
over it, so it's just not a big deal. So that was number one. Number two was because there was an overwhelming desire to see me play Baldur's Gate 3. And because people were dying to see me play Baldur's Gate 3, I played that instead. It's that simple. It won game of the year, and it was timely for me to start playing it right then, so I did. Very simple. Okay. I got another $1 tip from Snow Carl. I think the documentary is an amazing opportunity. I want to say you're really brave for doing it. Hope it'll show people.
My God.
You're
so brave. Fucking
so brave.
This is how you know he's placating to children. Because adults wouldn't say that. No adult looks at another adult and says, "You're brave for doing an interview."
From JDTV, I'm excited about this documentary. Thanks for doing it. Today's the first time I'm going to stay awake. I want to watch your late Sea of Stars stream. I'm still on my holiday break. I hope I can make it to your late stream. Hope I don't fall asleep. All right. Well, I hope you don't. If you do, it's all good. You can always watch it after the fact, right? You can always watch it, you know, later on. So no problems there. And thank you for the tip and thanks for the support. Okay. So the Slytherin scarf is going to win. Like it's way a huge dominating amount here, okay? So let's do that. And then as for a vest, well, hold on. First of all, let me get the scarf and show you guys what it looks like. And we do have to end the show so we can start playing. Remember, I bought this set of hat and scarf for playing Hogwarts Legacy last year, and I only wore it a few times. I didn't wear it that often. There's the Slytherin logo, right? Funny enough, it matches my sweater. My sweater's green, and the scarf is green, so I can wear the Slytherin scarf today as I stream.
Bro, I wish I could fucking choke him with that scarf. That'd be
pretty
sick.
good, right?
That scarf, bro.
It's funny.
That scarf is gonna be used to kill himself in this fucking documentary. Don't go well.
Now, I don't know about a vest, guys, because the only thin vests I have the denim vest, the gold vest that I just wore for New Year, the Pokemon vest. None of those vests really go.
The
with what I'm wearing.
Pokemon
How can
vest.
you wear a vest over a sweater, right? I don't think you really can. So it's really up to you. And let's be honest here, it's really up to Lil Shake and Bake. Because Lil Shake and Bake did the ginormous contribution. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. I
hate the way this fucking guy acts.
Nobody else's contributions matter but Lil Shake and Bake's. What about that other $30 you got? What about the super chats? Nope, dude. I'm telling you that $200, dude. That's like a shot of crack in his fucking veins. He can't think straight right now.
I'll let you run the show, Little Shake and Bake. She gave me so much money.
Everybody doesn't fucking matter anymore, bro. This is why Phil's the greatest, man.
You like the scarf? Well, then we'll just roll with the scarf for today. By the way, I do have to put on the glasses.
What if I gave you money, Phil, and I don't want
I'm not retiring the vest. It's just that if I'm wearing a
know?
freaking sweater, how you wear a sweater over or vest over your sweater. The whole point of wearing
People
the vest
do
is
this
to
shit
wear
all the
something light
time, you fucking moron. Why have the goal if you're not gonna do it?
It's kind of stupid, right?
You're stealing money from people, you fucking idiot.
I definitely wasn't expecting to get this level of support today, to be honest.
Yes, you were.
Okay, yuck. This is disgusting. All right, guys, so last chance if you want to talk with me before we adjourn the podcast. I knew the podcast would go late today because of the announcement. I'm sure you guys are going to have more questions for me,
and I don't know how much I can answer or not. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what I can answer or not, simply because a lot of the stuff, like I said, we're still in planning phase. Nothing's been filmed or anything yet. So I don't really know specifics,
God,
nor
he's
do I think
such
I
a
would want to
douche.
reveal too many
He's
specifics.
such a douche.
Because I feel like basically that would be giving away too much. And what's the point of watching if you already know what's in it? Then again, there will be some teasers as well along the way. Hold on, let me turn off the light here. Okay. Phew. I'm already sweaty too. Wearing this,
Look at how fat that motherfucker is. Dude, you're wearing shirts that are too small for you. That shirt is too small for you.
Okay. The villain says, I recently beat Like a Dragon. My question is, would the old ESP enjoy Yakuza games? Well, I mean, I started playing them over a decade ago. Dead Souls was the first Yakuza game I ever played, and I liked it. And it got me into the mainstream one. So I would think yes. I think so. Skill Scholar says, fully describe the documentary moment to moment and start to finish. There you go. Dr. Oink, I see what you're saying. He keeps spamming the same thing. He keeps saying, most YouTuber documentaries turn out toxic. I don't think you need that. Your boys will love you without it. Again.
Oh, my Lord.
This documentary is going to have a little bit of something for everyone. All right? It will have stuff that my fans are going to enjoy and want to see. It's going to have stuff that people who don't like me want to see. And it's going to have stuff for people who know nothing about me. It's going to basically be like the go-to video about me for everyone. Okay? It's not going to be overly 100% anything, I feel. I think that's the way it would be better, is that it's not. It's not, again, it's not butt kissing, but it's not shitting on. It's everything. Covering all of that, I think, is going to make it the fairest shake I've ever gotten, you see?
You see? Right?
Cool.
Have I ever had a Stromboli? I had a Stromboli ages ago from a delivery place in Connecticut, but interestingly enough, they were Greek. It was Greek pizza and Greek Stromboli.
No, Max, I'm not gonna ban pay pigs just because you don't fucking like them, bro.
Stromboli before. Play cool if you want the skinny. Watch the podcast back. Obviously, I'm not going to recap everything I just explained.
I don't give a shit
about this documentary. But to answer
some
your
of
question,
y'all the ones lose your hair when I don't know, pay pig wants to hang out or gives Phil fucking money. I really don't care. All that money's fucking gone. You shouldn't care that much either, bro. You know?
Do I like cannolis? Interestingly enough, no,
Derek probably the only motherfucker I hate over there. Derek and
cannolis, you think they're like super sweet? They're not. They're more savory. It's like a custard in the middle.
Yo, so Rue, thanks for $10, my guy. Like Happy New Year, man.
I don't like cannoli. I prefer.
Oh, dude, you're out of here. No, I know it is, bro. Go try to cool off.
Would I ever do a pull for a major story decision in Baldur's Gate 3? No. I prefer to make the choices for myself. Maybe later on, if I was ever to do a second run and the whole run was determined.
I like to make the choices for myself, and by for himself, he means by what the guides tell him to do.
Like Bono from U2. Yes, constantly people just mention how I look exactly like Bono. Like
these motherfuckers out here look at
the street, you know, and people start singing Bono songs. It's like, hold me, thrill me, kiss.
Oh, we don't have to listen to that. I'm not gonna do that. No.
I know who you are.
Not today, Phil.
And I say, okay, bro, and I just keep walking.
My goal isn't trying to make money out of people.
Do I like Gabagoo?
I don't care.
I've never had Gabagoo.
He wants to hang out, give me money. He does. I don't care. I don't care about Lil Shake and Bake. He's a fucking random NPC
Dr. Oink,
on the internet.
Dr. Oink, I suggest you also watch back the podcast. So you'll get your answers. Because
a lot of people give Phil money. They come through, they talk for a second, they leave. Dude, some of them go and give like people like Duty money. I don't know. You know, I don't care. I just don't care. I can't.
All right, guys.
I have too many other things
going
on to care about Lil Shake and Bake.
And I'm sure there'll be lots
Lil Shake and Bake's a fucking retard at the end of the day. He lost $200. Not me.
Talked about this on the podcast.
Phil lost $200 too because he done spent it. It's gone.
I'm sure now there'll be tons of
like everybody's a loser, bro.
That's fine, but I can only tell you as much as I can, and I can't tell you every little detail of everything yet because we're not ready yet. You know what I mean? So More coming. But thank you all for watching the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow's my day off. I will not be here, so no podcast tomorrow. I know that many of you will be crying over this. You'll actually be... Man, I forgot to update. I have a new 15 years of DSP picture. I forgot to update this one. But yeah, I'm sure many of you will be bawling your eyes out about this because you absolutely enjoy the podcast, and to have a day without it, right, is like a horrible thing. It's kind of like having withdrawals, right? Like, I'm not... Oh
Max,
my God,
you forget, we're different from other trolling communities, though. We don't take all this shit that seriously.
I hear you.
Like, I know the LTG people, they do. The Wings people, they see her flip the fuck out about Wings, bro. We just like to sit here and point and laugh and hang out, mostly.
That's the old one.
Like, as soon as I click in stream,
get rid of that one.
I'm gonna forget 70% of the shit I just saw Phil talk about.
Okay, hold on. Ready?
You know, it's like hop on Twitter and I'm reminded again.
What the fuck? I added it.
What the
That's
fuck?
An updated one with more silly faces rather than just
Yo!
What will appear to be like mugshot faces.
Yo!
All right, so guys.
What the fuck was that?
Thank you for watching.
Hold on, bro. I blinked my eyes. It's like I saw a monster, bro. What the fuck is this
shit? On Friday. We're back to another week at it with fun stuff.
Ah! And, ah! Somebody kill me! Oh my fucking god. This fucking guy. Oh, he's still gonna do this year. Like, it was cringe last year, but I guess I get it, right? Like, Phil's just a corny ass bitch at the end of the day, so he does corny shit like this. And I let him get away with it the first time. I'm not letting him do it twice. Like,
16 years! Do you guys realize it's gonna be my 16th year?
Bro, it still says 15 fucking years, Phil.
I want to say,
oh my god, goofy ass fuck, bro.
Stay warm.
I'm dead as hell.
You are in the cold, like I am. And I will see you Friday. Peace out. Bye bye. Okay. Ponage 101 says I'll be back.
I'm fucking done. I'm done with the guy today. I'm not gonna watch his Baldur's Gate 3 shit. I honestly don't feel too hot today, so I'm gonna just play some video games, get high, and fuck off. I gotta work tomorrow. So yeah, I'll most likely see you guys Friday morning for the podcast, and I think he's playing Baldur's Gate and Street Fighter. So I might restream Phil all day Friday, but I most likely won't be here today or tomorrow. But thanks for hanging out with me today. Fuck Phil, bro. And like I said, don't... You know, I learned my lesson from last year. I'm not gonna come into this shit all hot, heavy, and loaded up, bro. You know? Just to sit here and give Mike $5 because I was wrong, you know? No. Let's keep our expectations, you know, where they should be. It's Phil. We know who we're working with. We know who he is, right? And we kind of know who we're working with Mike. And detractors are involved. There are a lot of things out there that should kind of keep you chill. And we're going to get a different type of... That's the one truthful thing that, you know, Phil said today. We are. It's going to benefit us all, but it's not going to benefit really Phil. You know, when it's all said and done, bro, it's Phil. And when you're dark side Phil, bro, just, Phil never changes. The shit's always going to be the same. As long as he sits here and begs, and he berates people all the time, and he just bans people all the time without trying to really have discussions and hump for rough, and he cries and complains, and, you know, he does all this terrible content, like the podcast, and his food events, and Q&A. It's like, bro, he's always going to end up in the same little spot, alright? If anything, Phil's actually setting himself up, bro, to have more detractors, to have a new generation of detractors, bro. Like, you know... So, I don't know. I'm trying to see the pluses. I'm going to keep my eyes on the situation. And you already know, share all that shit with you as it develops and whatnot. Other than that, I'll see you motherfuckers later. Take care of yourselves and each other. Don't work too hard if you're working, bro. Your job don't give a fuck about you. Your family and friends do. Stay high. Fuck Phil. Don't give him money. And I'll see you guys later.
depressing. Well, here's the way to get undepressed. Here's what you need to do. You guys need to get off your ass. What you need to do is you need to shut down your channels, get off your fucking asses, stop being fucking lazy, and get a real fucking job like the rest of us around here.
This is a continuation from that last clip. I genuinely want to think if you have ever talked like this in your entire life.
Because the only ones that don't have the right to be on the internet are motherfuckers like you guys that bully people all day. You guys are the ones that don't deserve to be on the internet. You guys are weak as f***. And you want to know how I know you're weak as f***? You want to know how I know? Because all you do is gang up on people. You have to have more than one person to go after somebody. That's how I know you're weak as f***. You guys can't even fight your own f***ing battles. You gotta have all your little friends do your fighting for you. Like a f***ing pussy. Only pussies and cowards do what you're doing. Alright? So, f*** you. F*** the troll community. The real 43s here are you trolls. The real lolcows are you guys. Because you're a bunch of immature little faces that don't know how to do jack shit except attack people all day. That's all you know how to do. Well, here's some advice for you. Go onto Fiverr, or not Fiverr, but anywhere that'll teach you how to do a job. I'm sure you can look up tutorials on YouTube on how to get a real job. So my suggestion would be to start there. My suggestion would be to start there and do your fucking job. Alright? Do your job. Look up videos on YouTube on how to get a job. And then follow those instructions and actually get a job. Okay? Now, if you'll excuse me, I got a project to work on for a friend of mine. So, fuck you, glory hole. The troll community. You guys are a fucking joke. The troll community is nothing but losers. And if you're a troll, you yourself are a loser. So, what are you gonna do? You gonna be a loser and bully people all day? Or are you gonna be a winner and think for yourselves and actually try to help people?
Why'd he end the stream? I thought he was gonna watch him play Baldur's Gate. Here, let's go back.
You know, I learned my lesson from last year. I'm not gonna come into this shit all hot, heavy, and loaded up, bro. You know, just to sit here and give Mike $5, cause
Do I like gabagool?
I don't care.
I've never had gabagool.
He wants to hang out, give me, but he does. I don't.
Indeed, you are in the cold, like I am, and I will see you Friday. Peace out. Bye bye. Okay. Ponage 101 says I'll be back.
I'm fucking done. I'm done with the guy today. I'm not gonna watch his Baldur's Gate 3 shit. I honestly don't feel too hot today, so.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'm gonna just play some video games.
Alright, guys. I think I might actually call it for the day, too. If you watched, thank you for watching. If not, have a good one anyway.